me. Oh, they can hear you. And oh my, I think we are here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Mercy Road 5 Future Perfect. It's me, your Canadian
That
friend.
wasn't stuck.
What? Oh, we're good. Hello. Yes, I am joined here by an assortment of friends. We are raising money for Child's Play Charity, a charity that provides toys and games for hospitals and domestic violence shelters in over 190 locations across the world. This game runs for 24 hours, so if you have to pop out, stretch your legs, go right ahead. We're going to be here all day. That doesn't go to you five. You're here locked in here with me. But I am going to stop my jibber jabbing because we're already 2 minutes into this and I've played zero D&D. So we'll just go around the table. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and who are you playing? And we'll start with Sylvester.
Hi. What?
Well, start with Urban Bohemian, aka Brian,
Who?
aka you.
It's Method. No, Urban
Oh.
Bohemia doesn't exist. It's only Sylvester all the time now. Hi, I'm Brian. I am also known as Urban Bohemian. I am playing Sylvester, who has now been in Marcia Bay 3 times. And find me everywhere at Urban Bohemian. And I'm happy to be here. I forgot how to do an intro. It's been.
And what does Sylvester look like? Because that's a question.
Sylvester.
That's a question I keep forgetting to ask people. And then
one word,
yeah.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Sylvester is a crystal dragonborn, a gem crystal dragonborn bard, and generally very stylish, very fashionable, and always down for a gig.
Oh, nice. All right. Next up is Fancy Boy, aka
Holly Conrad. No, it's Fancy Boy.
It's Fancy Boy.
Call the guards.
Holly,
hello.
Who are you? Who are you playing? Where can we find you? And what does your character look like?
Yeah, I'm Holly. I'm around. It's here. It's fine.
You can't find me.
Yeah. Don't find me. I'm hiding in the woods. No, I play a Fancy Boy who's an Aarakocra wizard. He is looks like a secretary bird. So it's big eyelashes, very, very regal, very tall, thin, has a wizard robe. He was raised by his parents as a pet bird, and then he became sentient. That's why he's the fanciest boy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Next up is Yenyo Argus, a.k.a. DM Jazzy Hands, a.k.a. Zan. Who are you? Where can we find you? Who are you playing? What does Zan look like?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Eugenio. I am DM Jazzy Hands. I'm on the internet as DM Jazzy Hands. Most of the places you can find me for all the good it'll do ya. And I'm playing Zan. Zan is a... There we go. It took Brian a second. You got there. I'm playing Zan, Xanaphia Silveranth. She is a half-drow warlock hexblade. She is... I should have come up with a fun new anime character comparison like I meant to last year too. But she's like big serious and carries a big weapon. She doesn't take much shit, and she is a bit serious at times, but she does like to beat on things, and sometimes when she gets a chance to do that, then she opens up a little. She feels a little more relaxed around folks. She is in dark black leathers with a few symbols of the Raven Queen scattered here and there, though she kind of tries to cover them. Her relationship with her patron is tempestuous at best, and every now and again she pulls out just a big fuck you morning star out of the air behind her.
Oh, out of the hammer space.
Yeah,
Bugs Bunny style.
Yeah.
I love all of that. Next up is Lauren Urban, a.k.a. Obo Lauren, a.k.a. Idavan. Who are you? Where can we find you? Who are you playing? And what do they look like?
Idavon and Zan are going to be best friends as soon as that comes out of Hammer Space. Idavon is just going to be like heart eyes. But before we get to Idavon, hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Go to my website, lauren-urban.com, because trying to talk about all the socials is tiring, and so the website's easier. Today, tonight, this morning, sometime today, I'm going to be playing Idavon, I am a tiny, tiny little kobold, but big arms, and I am going to punch all of the things. Idavon is Minsk in a kobold body, basically. Maybe a little bit more impulsive, maybe a little bit more on the short side, he's about 3.5 feet tall. But when his astral arms come out and he starts to punch people, then it becomes awesome. And he's just here to try to do good things or follow around his friends and be ready for anything.
It's funny you say that, because Idavon seems a little short-tempered.
Oh, no. So the fun thing, I am not short-tempered. I am just very, very happy all the time. And then when I get to punch people in the face, it's the best.
Awesome.
That's Idavon in a nutshell.
I love it. And last but certainly not least, Anne, Hearthsinger Richmond, playing
That is I.
Tempest. Who are you? Where can we find you? Who are you playing, and what do they look like?
Hi, guys. I'm Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, a bard who is sometimes in charge. But today, I am playing Tempest, who is a Twilight Domain cleric of, you guessed it, womp womp womp, the Raven Queen. I would describe her livery as a little more ostentatious and into it. She has a giant Raven Queen holy symbol that's just a skull of a raven that sits kind of on her chest. You notice she's got sort of feathered pauldrons, and again, ostentatious is the word, but respectful, classique even. And she is a water genasi, which means she has kind of water globule hair that just kind of morphs around her with a preternatural mermaid-ish quality. And it is filled with tiny, I can't remember the names of the fish, but they're the ones in the aquarium that are orange and purple. That just kind of swim in and out of murky waters all around her hair. And yeah, she is a cultist of the Raven Queen cleric of the Raven Queen, who is super into
Tomato.
The veil is so thin. But death is a library, and you guys should crack a book every once in a while.
All right. Now,
What?
This is a reading rainbow I'm here for. Let's do this.
take
Oh,
a
no.
look in a book. But before,
It's the Raven Queen. All right, I'm going to stop now.
reading Rain Crows. But before we start, 2 things. We have a bunch of donations. $100 from that girl with the honey.
Wow.
Somebody called Lauren Urban. Never heard of it. But
Someone.
a very rare care package for a random player. Zan, you get. You have a Morning Star.
I do.
What if it was a Morning Star of Disruption?
She's not going to say no to that.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
likes to disrupt people.
Fancy boy, you've got a rare item courtesy of Brosephine.
Oh
Uh,
my god. Thank
uh,
you.
What is your Fancy boy is an Aarakocra, so he
Yeah.
wouldn't do much with boots of levitation. But what about a short sword of life stealing?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think he has a weapon.
That's illegal.
So, yeah, why do I do that?
But
Yeah, that's so badass. Thank you.
yeah, let's see who else. Sir Pancakes coming in with another $25. Thank you, Sir Pancakes. That is the stuffed corgi. He's probably got access to my credit card again. But a rare item to Fancy Boy, Sir Fancy Boy. So,
Woo!
how would you feel with, let's say, an amulet of health?
Yeah, that sounds great.
And Postability coming in. This Mercy Road is off the rails because it's a road and not train tracks. Go, Anne! Woo! And how would you feel with let's see, you are a bard. How about bracers?
I'm a cleric.
You're a cleric.
I'm a cleric.
So
Yeah.
+2 shield would might
Oh.
come in
I'll
handy.
take it.
Yeah. It's either that or bracers of defense. I'm gonna
You
give
know,
the
I do
option.
use a glaive, so I'd take those bracers though.
Oh, go
for
ahead.
reals,
Those-
if that's okay.
Oh, no, you've ruined my game.
I ruined it. No shield.
Mercy Road is over. Everyone go home.
Yeah,
It's
the
like a
Raven Queen
cartoon.
doesn't
We
believe
show
in
up and just start
obfuscation.
giving us magic items, throwing them
Yeah.
at us. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Also,
man.
if you haven't checked in chat, it's our friend Chrysacon's birthday. And I'm going to embarrass Lauren. It's your birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Happy
tomorrow.
birthday.
That's
Yeah.
I'm
But
still
he'll
going to be here
The
tomorrow.
thing is, he'll still be awake.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
true.
he
That's
he won't
true.
have slept.
But Popcorn Lizard has come in with a $5 donation, and L Fire Spray is
Lizard?
coming with $10. With magic items aside, how about we play some D&D? All right, Marcia Bay, also known as the City of Festivals, is a jewel on the Sword Coast. A rather damaged jewel at this point. It has survived many a devastating event the last 4 years. Technically only 3 years, but we're going to say 4 years. It has nearly been stuck in perpetual winter. It has nearly been destroyed by fairy tale magic. It has nearly been destroyed by whatever the second Mercy Road was about. I don't remember most of it. But
Fair.
regardless, the City of Festivals still holds a festival every other day. Today is a very special festival. I will not tell you what it is just yet. You have all, except for Sylvester, Sylvester, you are separate from the rest of the group. You have all been summoned by the Council of Mysterious Benefactors to the Cask Half Empty, the foremost tavern for adventurers in Marcia Bay. It used to be called the Cask Half Full until it fell upon hard times. You have been either bribed or blackmailed or contracted. You might be here on your own volition. You might just love adventure. That is up to you to decide. We'll start with Fancy Boy. I'm putting you on the spot. How did you find yourselves in the employ of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors?
Oh, Fancy Boy definitely just signed something. He didn't know what it was.
He
Like-
just signed a sheet.
Yeah, they came up and they were like, "Oh, we're looking for adventurers. Like, we need help." And he was like, "Oh, I'm an adventurer, of course." And sign right here. And he was like, "Oh, yes, I have a lovely signature. I'm using one of my own feathers as a pen."
Oh, yeah.
And then,
There was a person wearing a dark cloak who was just like, "Would you like to sign our petition?"
yes, it's first like someone like looking extremely evil was like, "I have a petition for, I don't know, getting orphans food." And Fancy Boy was like, "Of course, I love orphans."
We're trying to renovate the docks.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a local hero.
I mean, at this point, you are. You did save Marcia Bay last time.
It's true.
Uh,
It's true.
The Council of Mysterious Benefactors is an embarrassingly public secret cabal. They have had massive secret hideouts with, glowing eyes atop of them, situated in the square middle of the city. But over the years, they have been destroyed and demolished and crushed by a giant Christmas tree. It's expensive getting those giant secret fortresses, so they are now operating out of the Cask Half Empty's back room, right next to the ball pit. Zan, how did you find yourselves in the employ of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors?
Well, if they're next to the ball pit,
Yeah.
I was looking for Sylvester from, the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And assumed that they would be, somewhere near the exciting ball pit.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good ball pit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's gotta have to be if there's adventurers around. It's got to survive the. Anyway,
It's nearly half foot deep.
That sounds that's dangerous. I
That's-
think we've crossed over
no,
into
we've-
dangerous
they-
territory.
They have lost several children in the ball pit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, she was looking for Sylvester, misunderstood entirely what was happening, and agreed to join, thinking that they were going to help her find Sylvester, and now understands that she is expected to do tasks for this group,
Mhm.
and is not entirely pleased with the development, but will make it work.
Idavan, how did you find yourself in the employ of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors? I will say this now. You are in the main floor of the tavern. It's dead empty. The middle of the day. There's maybe one or two people passed out by the bar. And even with the lack of people here in this like kitschy TGI Fridays style tavern, just full of like folk art and crocodiles wearing sunglasses and cowboy hats. Even though you are among the only people here, service is still terrible.
I did not know I was in the employ of anybody. I followed this really cool person in who had this giant mace, which looked real cool. And then I overheard that there were like children lost in the ball pit. And I looked at the ball pit, and of course, look how tall the ball pit is. I mean, I might only be like 3 feet, and look at children. So Idovan is actually in the ball pit searching for lost children.
Roll
Oh my
me a
God.
perception check.
Oh, sure.
Are the
Here we-
orphans in the ball pit?
They are. Oh, Ooze the Muse just donated $100. Clop, clop, clop. Loot
All
drop.
right.
Let's go.
So the first roll of the 24 hours is a natural 20 for 26.
You put your hand into this ball pit, and you feel a tiny hand just kind of grasp onto yours. And as you pull it out, it's not just one orphan; it is a chain of orphans.
Oh, just like a magic
I was
trick.
gonna
No,
say,
come on.
like, it's
Here
like
we go.
scarves.
Here we go.
And they're like, yeah, are you our new dad?
I can't. No, not. I'm too young for that. Oh, you're a heavy one. Oh, there you go. Oh, you a child? Okay, sure.
I'm just day drunk. Pull out. Just an old sailor comes.
Wait,
out.
was that one of the orphan kids that said that? Sorry, I lost the thread.
I think it was orphan, drunk sailor,
drunk
guy,
orphan,
got it,
orphan,
okay.
orphan.
I mean,
We finally figured out
he
what
could
to
be
do
an
with the drunken
orphan.
sailor. Yeah.
That's
Stick him in the
true.
ball
You could
pit.
be an adult orphan. You don't stop being an orphan when you become an adult.
Sylvester, you have not gotten a magic item yet, right? I mean, aside from all the magic items you already have.
They've got plenty.
Do they? Do they?
No,
ever?
I mean, plenty is a strong word, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you also now have a cloak of invisibility, courtesy of Ooze the Muse.
That
There's no
laugh.
wonder Zan can't find Sylvester.
They could be anywhere.
Guys, it's raining magical items. I've never experienced this before. I'm
wild.
new here in these parts. My
Welcome to the
goodness.
party.
Then,
So excited.
Tempest.
Oh.
Tell me, how did you find yourself in the employ of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors?
Absolutely. So, I was doing what I do, standing aside the veil between life and death,
Mhm.
all day, every day, hanging out at the bar, likely proselytizing, when I just start to see, little groups of people wandering upstairs. And, I'm very easily interested in groups of people going into clandestine destinations, down dark hallways, upstairs. I want to be in the behind the velvet rope situation of any gathering. So I'm pretty sure that she just wandered in and then pretended to know what everybody was talking about.
I'm even gonna go a step further. I think they
Please
assume
do.
you they assume just because of your Raven Queen regalia,
Oh yeah.
they probably think you're a mysterious benefactor yourself.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I'm totally willing to be a part of anything.
Yeah,
Really.
As you are waiting for your mission that you have been summoned for, one of these enshrouded people approaches you and says, "Welcome, sister. This is the bag of riches that we are to give the fools that we get to do our bidding. Please ensure that it is divvied up appropriately." And as you look
Oh.
inside, it is about 50,000 gold pieces.
She takes it. She says, "Yes, the bag of riches. Correct. The one that was to come to, you said, sorry, the people who,
Oh, the expendable folk.
the expendables. Yes, and I am to deliver this bag of and I will.
Yes, this is called delegating. I have a table I need to serve.
Yes, I appreciate the lack of micromanagement here because I can be trusted.
You,
I'm a part of it.
I mean, I can tell just from your Raven Queen regalia. You're pretty mysterious.
Well, I don't know about that. And she just kind of like stands in the darkness for a brief moment and becomes like invisible and then pops out like, oh,
Oh, you got me.
yeah. It's just one of the things we Raven Queen initiates can do.
All right, and with that, he lights the sparklers on his bloomin' onions and goes over to one of the tables and starts singing, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, she is holding this bag and she looks at it, she like opens it, looks inside again,
It's
and
a
just
lot of
like,
gold.
yeah, just begins carefully and quietly taking gold from the bag and putting it in her own pouches.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold.
Yeah, no,
Rex,
just what she thinks she can get away with.
Rex Verity has just donated $50, one advantage for each player. Now we're playing around with advantages
Need
this
it.
year, and maybe we'll find out what's different. But we'll have to wait. Sylvester, you are just coming into town. I'm curious how Sylvester was either hired or blackmailed, or I mean, after the amount of money they have made, maybe they're just, excited about working for the Council of Mysterious Benefactors.
Honestly, after Sylvester has come to Marcia Bay because, I mean, after all that he has gotten from not really this town, but the Council of Mysterious Benefactors, he really actually just enjoys giving that gold back because he can't figure out how they make the money otherwise. So he just assumes that, like, if he doesn't feed it back into the local economy, that it's not. So, he's basically come to buy souvenirs that he will never wear, buy lots of drinks and lots of food, and by this point he understands that he is probably going to be approached by somebody. Just hopes that it's not, I mean, if the bricks are coming, that they're through windows and not at him.
Oh, as you are wandering into town, you see, again, because this is the City of Festivals, a festival is in full swing. Drinks are being handed out. There is music, really nice, just kind of high-tempo music. And you are approached by a small child who is dressed like a dragonborn. And the child looks up to you and says, "Oh, your costume is really good."
Oh, I know. It's for wait, what? No, wait. This is and like reaches down and kind of flexes his hands with the claws in front of the child's face. This is not a costume, though.
And
I am one of a kind.
The kid lifts up his own engloved hands with little fake claws on them, and he says, "I have those too."
Well, I mean, honestly, it's a look. I get it. So, where are we two Dragonborns off to today?
Oh, why don't we go downtown? That's where a lot of the festivities are happening.
And just pauses and gets down to eye level. What is the festivity this time around?
Oh, it's the Sylvestival. We're celebrating the hero of Marcia Bay.
I see. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this sounds great.
And the little kid takes your hand. You see, there are vendors who are just put your likeness on pottery, on little action figurines, and taking advantage of the gem-like nature of Sylvester, you can collect all 5. In an assortment of poses, drinks are being handed out. They're held in things that are called flagonborns. And you can see that almost everybody is dressed identically to you.
I mean, it's kind of hard for them to hate this, and yet they kind of hate this. This like it. I mean, this is not how you want to get followers.
I mean, are you getting a cut of the merchandising? Your face is on everything. You should be getting like kickbacks or something.
I don't think anybody consulted Sylvester about the Sylvestival.
The Sylvestival.
Yeah. This did not go through licensing approval, and
That's what that 10,000 gold was for last year.
This isn't zoned.
Do we
I
all
thought
know
it was a
this
very
is happening
generous
too?
buyout. Yeah, that's a good question. How obvious?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
VMom has donated $25. Thank you, VMom.
Yay.
Yes, you are all aware that it is the Sylvestival, and the Sylvestival
good.
is in full kick.
Okay, Fancy
Oh,
Boy
yeah.
has like definitely wants some of that merch, like maybe like a little headband with horns, like
Yeah,
on his little
yeah.
fluffy head, and like he's got like
A pair
very
of fake
shiny.
a pair of fake wings to go with his real wings.
Yes, yeah, and so now there's like 4 wings, and he's got them like he's really tall. Eric Kokras are like big, so they're like tiny, but on his arms for some reason. And he's like definitely got one of the novelty cups that's like. Do you remember like at the theme parks when they would make like Godzilla into a cup?
Yeah.
oh
Like
yeah,
that's what it looks like, but it's Sylvester with a sippy straw.
you're
Fancy-
definitely not at a theme park until you're drinking out of a beloved character's head.
Yes,
That's
yes,
just like
that's
a
what it
that's
rule.
is.
right. Yeah.
That's what
Mhm.
Fancy Boy is like. I love this. I've forgotten who this is though, but I'm very happy that they have all this wonderful merch.
Zan knows exactly who this is and has also gotten all the merch, but has not like cracked a smile, has not said a word about it, but is fully decked in Sylvester wear.
Sylvester.
Idovan was given a,
Sylvestments.
oh jeez, that's good. That's good. That's
Wow.
good. Give that to the cleric right there.
I hope this person has a big ego.
I wouldn't worry.
Idovan was given one of the T-shirts by one of the orphans as like a thank you gift for pulling them out of the ball pit.
It's literally the shirt off their own back. It's all they have.
But it's perfect because it's child size and Idovan is 3 feet tall. So he's like, thank you so much. This is amazing. So he's wearing the shirt on top of all of his monk robes and everything because he's just excited to have a shirt that fits off the rack.
It's
Yeah.
It's just a picture of Sylvester's head, and underneath it says "Say no to drugs."
And for a moment, Idovan kind of looks at it because he actually fights dragons. But oh no, wait, that's Dragonborn. Okay, we're good. Okay, and then he puts it on, and then he immediately puts it on backwards because he has never gotten a shirt that fits him before from a human town, so he puts it on backwards.
The back of Sylvester's head is on the back of the shirt.
Oh, backwards and inside out. It's great.
Sylvester, it is hard to navigate downtown. There are just people laying drunk in the streets. Really, all they know is that Sylvester's a Dragonborn, and that Sylvester saves Marcia Bay when things are bad.
I was wondering, like, do they? Yeah. Okay. How thorough? Because I know this place throws a lot of festivals, so I was wondering how thorough was the research?
Not at
about
all.
The Sylvestival. What? Is there anything like? You know, he's still talking to the child like, oh, what kind of events are there for this?
Oh, well, it's just a lot of drinking mostly.
Oh, it's definitely a Sylvestival.
There's a parade. Do you want to see the floats?
Sure.
And he takes your hand and kind of leads you down the street. Across the street, where all of the floats are coming down, you see just floats of your various accomplishments in Marsha Bay, plucking a star out of the sky, doing battle with Christmas trees, just the things that publicly people would know about Sylvester. And the kid says, you want to enter the Sylvester lookalike competition?
Yes.
You see there are several other Dragonborns that are trying. None of them, like copper, gold, none of them are the same kind of prismatic that Sylvester is. And I need you to do a performance check. I want to see Sylvester has to pretend to be himself, and I want to see if he can do a convincing Sylvester impersonation.
I seem to remember a story where Dolly Parton showed up to a Dolly Parton lookalike competition and entered, and then didn't win the Dolly Parton competition. And I'm here for this. I'm here for the D&D version.
Whitefire has
okay.
donated $100. You get some chaos, and you get some chaos. Look under your chair. Everybody gets some chaos.
Oh,
Thank you,
sweet.
Whitefire.
All right then.
I gotta see just how much chaos that is, because I don't have that sheet up.
Fair,
okay.
reasonable.
Apparently that is 5 chaoses, so one per person. Tempest, we'll start with you. Can you roll me a D percentile?
Oh God,
Oh my goodness.
it's happening.
It's happening.
Yes.
I live in fear and excitement.
Mm.
I'm thrilled to have rolled a 69, baby.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice,
baby.
nice.
Nice. Incredible.
All right.
These are auspicious first rolls, a natural 20 and a 69.
Yeah,
I mean,
listen,
we
it's
are
who we
blessed.
are as people, and that's,
Oh.
or at least who we are as these people.
The Raven Queen has blessed us this day.
Yeah.
I will say the ground around you, the floorboards, just kind of start tensing and bending and splintering, and there is an eruption of black feathers, and the light seems to get pulled out of the room as a nightmare bursts out. But in lieu of a horsey skeletal face, it has a very bird-like skeletal beak. This is your mount. It will obey all of your commands.
Oh, this is the best. Christmas came early. So she's standing there sort of like pretending that the gold is official, but also very greedily looking at the gold and admiring the gold. The everything shakes. She turns around and she's like, "Huh. Oh, your gifts, your blessings are many. Thank you. As always."
You don't see it, but you.
Oh, I don't see it.
But you feel the Raven Queen do this.
Yeah, if this flaming horse appears, Fancy Boy's gonna be like, "Oh gods,
Yeah.
That's against the law.
fire!
She's such a dramatic show off.
Help!"
It's,
At that help, Idovan sticks his head out the door. What? What's going on?
as you
There's a
stick-
flaming horse.
Oh, that's so cool.
the horse is it's not so much flaming as it is exuding darkness.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dark flame.
that's worse.
Dark light. I feel Tyler Jacobson like
Is it
glaring
shadow?
at me.
Is Dark Light shadow?
No,
I
it's-
don't know.
It's literally pulling the light. It is an absence of light.
Ooh.
Oh, you have a
Yeah.
Vanta Black horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It loses all contour, all shape.
Yeah.
And I don't
She sort of looks at it and she's like, I think horse is a strong word. It's more of a corvorse, a court. It's legally distinct from a horse and yet not quite a bird. And I think if we think too much about where the horse ends and the bird part begins, that we're all going to become a little nauseous. So let's just accept
Corvine.
everyone for who they are. I mean, is that not what the Raven Queen does in death? Accepts us for the life we've lived, and then
nightmare's
takes
not
that
intent.
knowledge and keeps
Bold
it.
of you to worship the Raven Queen in the open as this. I think this is concerning, so I'm going to back away slowly.
As you back away slowly, Idavon, as you kind of stick your head out to see just what is going on in here, I need you to roll a D percentile.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we get.
Fingers crossed for nice.
I got a 61.
That's close.
I mean, we're staying in the
Okay.
60s.
An item that you're carrying, any item,
Oh, jeez.
your choice, dealer's choice, gains the ability to speak and has a surly attitude.
Okay, so as Idavon's like, that's such a cool horse. Did the Raven Queen give you horses? Is that the thing? I'd heard about her, but and then from his pocket you hear someone go, and he pulls out a bag of pocket sand, because he's got a little bag of sand in his adventuring kit.
Yeah.
And am I the sand or you the sand? I'll take over the sand.
I was
if you
gonna
want.
say, I think you have a distinct voice for the sand, and I kind of like the idea of you arguing with yourself. So by all means,
Okay. The bag of sand continues to cough and says, you gotta finally take me out of the bag. What is in me? Get this all out of me. And just starts spitting sand all over. And Idavon's holding the bag going, send us my sand. Why are you getting rid of all of my sand? That is, we are supposed to throw that at people. How did you see that horse? The horse is really cool. Don't spit sand at the horse. And is just going to continue to argue as the bag goes.
And Zan, as this horse is erupting from the floor, as this bag of sand is making everything gritty, I need you to roll a D percentile.
It is a 53.
A 53.
Doesn't get too much more middle of the road than that.
Oh. That might be the best one. All right. Okay, maybe.
Oh no.
There was that maybe in there. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. Okay, maybe.
How vain would you say Zan is?
Oh, interesting. Do we mean in terms of her looks or her her looks?
Yes.
I mean, while it would probably be more fun otherwise, I actually don't think Zan is particularly cares too much what she looks like, as long as she can kill things.
Well,
So not particularly, to be honest.
this might be a benefit then.
Okay.
Because from your face erupts 8 little tentacles. Your head becomes very bulbous and not flubby, but kind of rubbery. And you kind of now have the head of an octopus.
Uh-huh.
Not a mind flayer,
Zan-
but an octopus.
To be very clear, not
Not
a
a
mind
mind
flayer,
flayer.
just an octopus. Incredible. Zan sort of feels. She sighs and says, "This one gets a horse, and I get this face. I see how you hold us in your esteem." And she puts the Sylvester horns back onto her octopus head.
It's so gloopy.
Yeah, they just sort of kind of wiggle and jiggle as she slams them on.
I will say now that because of this, you can fit your head in like the space of a dime if you need to, like through a lock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Thanks,
stand
I
next
hate
to a
it.
keyhole and like
Yeah.
shove my head through. Well, in the next room there is
Help, I am stuck. Fancy Boy. I imagine Fancy Boy finds this all very alarming.
Oh yeah, no. Immediately he sees Zan get these tentacles. Goes, "A mind flayer, metamorphosis. I've read about this."
You back up.
He doesn't know.
You were
He thinks he knows.
Incredible.
Obviously, it doesn't look like a mind flayer. He
Yeah.
thinks this is what this is, though. He's not even checking.
This
He's
is
panicking.
very well could be a mind flayer.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah.
But as you kind of back up to the very corner of the room, right next to the hearth, I need you to roll a D percentile.
Okay. Oh boy, 39.
39. Let's see what it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, not that bad.
Everyone search their boots for tadpoles.
You become
I hear they live there.
you become invisible, which might be a benefit.
Great.
There's just a loud and there's no more Fancy Boy.
I didn't do it. I know that he was screaming about me, but I didn't do it. I don't know where he
Finally,
went.
you hear. Finally, Finally, I've gotten what I wanted to not be seen.
Do not perceive me.
And Sylvester, you are on stage now. You're right outside the cask half empty. You've almost made it to the start of the adventure. You are on the stage with several other very convincing Sylvesters. And one of them is just like, Sylvester isn't that tall. He's just eyeing you up. He's like, nah, you got the look all wrong. I need you to make a performance check.
Alrighty. Let's just go for it.
Does he get advantage to play himself?
I
I kind of hope the answer is no.
I kind of hope it's disadvantage
Yeah.
because everybody has this wrong idea.
Yeah.
As a straight roll, that is 25.
Okay. With a 25, it is very convincing. The judge kind of approaches you, looks you up and down. How do you portray yourself?
I think at this point, learning that there was a costume, Sylvester has changed into what he was very first wearing like 2 years ago. So he's got like his it's like black traveling leather, sleeveless top, kind of a rainbow motif going down, and then to an asymmetrical like pant and shirt and skirt down at the bottom.
Mhm.
And looks at the judge and says, "I was dragonborn for this, sweetheart."
Oh, and I need you to roll me a D percentile. And two things. Anonymous has donated $20. Good luck reaching your goals. And Jay has donated $50. Thank you, Anonymous and Jay.
That is a 46.
Okay. Okay. Hundreds of rats begin to pour out of your clothes.
Oh no.
As you take
That's a mood.
as
Yeah.
the blue ribbon is going onto your lapel, just hundreds of rats begin pouring out, and like they're very clean rats for what it's worth. But from your sleeves, from your pant legs, you're not sure what the exact source is.
Sylvester at that point casts Enthrall
Mm-hmm.
to the crowd and says, "Oh, and an added bit of realism is I am portraying the time that Sylvester saved Marcia Bay from the overrun plague of extraordinarily clean rats."
They actually smell like vanilla. It's very pleasant. But everyone is like, Sylvester, save us! And about to panic and run away. But as the enthrall is cast, there is a calming of the crowd. And they are suddenly okay with being ankle deep in rats. So much so that the judge takes away the blue ribbon off of your lapel, gets an even better prismatic ribbon,
Ooh.
puts it on your lapel, and says, "You have won first prize. 20 gold off your meal at the Cask Half Empty. Merry Sylvestival to all."
The first was a coupon.
And
Yeah, they pay their adventurers 10 grand a pop. They got to save money somewhere.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gotta cut corners.
Also, 20 gold off a meal. How
That's
expensive
so
are these meals?
expensive.
Saving so
Yeah.
much.
Inflation in Marcia Bay has gone crazy.
Well, and it's that captive audience
Um,
surcharge. Where
yeah.
else are we going to get food during the festival?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really, it's the one named tavern, so good luck.
That too.
Sylvester, as you enter the tavern, you don't have a chance to even spend your coupon because a gentle person, about a solid 6'2", human, wiry white hair, big bushy beard, kind of takes you by the arm and says, "You're late. Leave it to the adventurers to always get caught up in the Sylvestival." And he
Excuse me. Excuse me.
excuse you. I am.
Yes, me. That's
Yes,
who we're talking
yes.
about. Me.
This is whomst I am excusing. It is,
And whomst am I being excused biased?
I am, of course, the head of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors, Professor Alabaster Addington, the last of the Addingtons.
Okay, but wait, where's the kobold?
Oh, he's somewhere over there. The one with the octopus head.
Oh yes,
the one-
okay. I mean, there's lots of rats. You can spit on the rat. Oh, no.
Oh, the
No,
rats
like
are.
it's
the one with
endless
the one with the
sand!
bricks. Where's the one with the bricks?
The
I only respond to brick summons.
The rats are actually in the ball pit now.
Yes. Yes.
They're pulling children in
awful.
with them.
Yes.
And Sylvester, as you say that, Professor Addington points to just a corner, not the one where there's an invisible fancy boy, but into an opposite corner. There, you see that there is a window, and it is frozen in place, with a brick going through it, the shards of glass stuck in the air. And Addington says, "It's that I've come to talk to you about. Do you know how long the Sylvestival has been going on?"
I think I just got here, but now I'm not sure.
38 days. It hasn't stopped because the sun hasn't set.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I forgot how they work here. Oh, okay.
And he points again, and you see the brick just suddenly starts going in reverse through the window. And the shattered window just goes back into place. Before once more smashing. And the brick lands and rolls and gets to your feet. And it just says, "You up?"
Sylvester,
the
have
only
some
problem-
respect, say no, and throw it back.
I mean, the only problem is that, like, it's hard to say whether this is hitting at an appropriate time of day or not, because who knows what time it actually is.
Yeah.
There is a problem that is affecting Marsha Bay, as seems to be the annual case. I have summoned you all here. You with the squid head, you and your sassy bag of sand.
Eats an octopus, actually.
Apologies.
I mean,
You know,
I was
had
not
a
summoned.
I had a giant space squid, and that's definitely an octopus.
I was following Cool Person before they had a squid head.
Time is dying in Marsha Bay. I can tell because I've spent my entire life studying time. It doesn't take as much time as you'd think it would. But-
Idovan turns to Tempest and says, "Well, it's a good thing you're here then."
Yes, I do believe in the fact that every day should have its night, and that is very unfortunate, I think. When did this? You said 38 days ago. This began?
38 days.
And was it something to do with, no offense, the Sylvestival, or
Uh,
was that planned?
Well, it started on the first day. They were like, "Who's going to save the city?" And somebody suggested Sylvester, and then they're like, "We may as well make the best of a bad situation," and started day drinking.
I don't hate that.
Feels
Interesting.
so seen by Marsha Bay right now.
Yeah. Fancy Boy also has taken some ash from the fireplace and has put it on his head. So now you just see a floating gray bird head.
Oh, fancy boy.
I was invisible and I'm not sure why, and I don't know how to fix it. So I'm just a ghost now.
Well, I'm glad your looming specter is here.
Ah, boo!
Ah.
Fancy Boy, it's a good thing we have Tempest here because, I think, Tempest, you're going to fix all these problems.
Oh,
We've got
sure.
ghosts and
Oh,
dead
yes.
time.
inhaled
I
some
will
of the
be happy
ash.
to solve everyone's problems, she says, and just begins
that's
sort of
not,
like,
no, that's not healthy. That you go to therapy for that.
oh,
Squid?
therapy. What's
I'm
that?
I'm still coughing up ash. I've had a lot of it. My parents loved me in the wrong ways.
Oh,
Skoys
yes.
has donated $100. Thank you, Skoys.
In the
And
wrong ways.
Rural Bohemian is wishing us all a happy Sylvestival.
Sorry for
Like
Fancy
my
Boy.
nemesis around. Who did that?
That's amazing.
Alabaster kind of waves you over. Fancy boy, just come. Now,
My head floats over.
come, and he leads you into the back room.
Yes?
This is the secret hideout of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors. And
Well, it's not
As-
secret
yes.
anymore. You just led me into it.
well, you're in our employ, and
Yes,
Oh,
we're
that's
a
right.
part of it,
Yes,
she
and-
says, like as if everyone should just love being a
And-
part of it.
and
Oh,
one of
very
you
well.
This one likes to join things, eh? Okay.
I
got it,
am a
got it.
joiner.
Mm.
But have I joined?
You,
Oh,
you-
here. And she just puts a little like patch in your hand that has the little white mask of the Raven Queen.
Oh, this is very cute.
It's about embracing life, you know, the one we have.
Oh, I'm all about that. I am all about protecting people who want to do live things.
Yes.
Here, Sandy, you take this. And he takes the bag of sand
Yeah.
and he puts the badge on the bag of sand. The bag of sand stops spitting sand for a moment and goes, Sandy? Really? It's a good name. It is the first name I thought of and it's a good name.
It is a very
Excellent.
good name. But
We accept all kinds, she says, like nodding
Clearly.
to the bag of sand.
of course, as is your usual fees, you will all be paid 10,000 gold that you can take wherever you need. I believe one of our new recruits was supposed to divvy it up. We like to delegate those sorts of tasks. I'm sure it's in the mail. But if you look here, and the professor kind of takes a silver coin and kind of throws it across the room, and as it flips end over end, it just sort of vanishes at a certain point. The affliction can be remedied if I had the wand of the temporal gates, but it is lost in time, and the only way to find it is with parts of the chrono compass. These are what we in the Council of Mysterious Benefactors refer to as a MacGuffin.
Mm.
Idovon leans over to Sylvester and says, I do not understand any of those words. Is that like technobabble?
Yes, it's
Not
All
like
you need-
crow, like CROW. No, I don't. What?
yes,
No,
yes.
oh, I
Crow,
hope
no?
not.
It is not a pun, thankfully.
Ugh.
Okay.
I don't deal in puns.
She's getting enough attention today as it is, and Zan sort of looks over. This whole time, Zan has continued to be fairly stoic, but she's
Yeah.
not used to the face tentacles, and they have been really expressive, like pointing at things and getting excited. She keeps like grabbing them to hold them down. But as she says that, one of the her face tentacles like points at Tempest.
Hmm. And she sort of turns and looks at Zan and she goes, as if she's going to say something back. And then she goes, you look like my Uncle Carl. What?
Yes, the professor seems to
Wasn't ready.
just seems to be happy to let this kind of team building occur.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know, and I love
I don't
it.
know.
Who could say?
Both. Very much both.
All right, so oh god, all right, let me see here. No, let me. And Sylvester flips the page in his journal and is like, okay, arrive in Marcia Bay.
I simply
start
need
drinking, attend a festival, find out there's a problem, get a wand, and get a MacGuffin. Okay,
yes,
let's. Okay, we're right on schedule here, pal. Let's go.
The good news is we are also delegating this task to many other groups of adventurers. So
That's-
you
that's
won't
right
be.
after this.
You're only going to be responsible for getting a few pieces of the chrono compass.
Okay, so just-
Responsible or disposable?
The first one, then the other.
Oh.
So by the end of this, we're going to have a lot of muffins.
Yes, I can pay you in baked goods if you wish.
I mean, I'll take
You're
one or two,
gold,
but if I carry
gold,
too many, they get
gold.
stale, and
opens
that,
up-
that would not be good.
Well,
So
then
you
no,
opens
I'll
up
take
a
like
stale-
here. Time isn't passing. They'll be fresh here for who
Yes.
knows how long.
Oh, that's true. Okay, then yes, I will take 10,000 gold worth of muffins.
The good news is we actually have 10,000 gold worth of muffins. And he opens a
Oh,
door, and
many
the back room just kind of fills in. Then the rats come scurrying out of the ball pit.
Oh no!
Hey, those are my muffins. I guess I can spare a few.
Is regarding this whole timey-wimey situation, what's this doing for spellcraft? Is it changed the amount of time things can be evoked and whatnot?
Yes, in fact, it's almost situational. Some rituals will take mere moments. And
Love that for me.
as you have seen, attunement is instantaneous. And he gestures towards where the coin vanished and says, "This is an aperture, a hole in time for which you can travel. I call them crone holes. I need you to jump into my crone hole."
Is it made with actual crones?
But it's a chrono hole. I've
see.
shortened the word. to
Why
save
would you
time.
shorten the word? It's just like one other little syllable that you have to say in there. And I mean, is it just difficult to say chrono hole? Chrono hole.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well say kroll.
Look.
Oh,
which
I'll
one of
take
us-
those instead of muffins.
Which one of us is the professor of timology?
It's you, sir.
I
It's
I
you.
feel like that's,
I
feel
think
like
you
that's
made
a
that up.
self-assigned accreditation, honestly.
Yes,
that's
I
not,
agree.
yeah.
I
I
went-
agree, Sylvester. as
Can
I
we
sip
see the
out of your-
degree? Do you have like your transcript or?
It's in the muffin room.
Uh-huh.
That being said, just because I founded the University of Marsha Bay doesn't mean that my mail-in degree is any less valid.
You studied with Volo, didn't you?
I,
Ooh.
I studied under Volo.
I knew it.
Oh.
Better.
And
Much better, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
he points at the crone hole. Just get in the crone hole.
Get in the crow.
Okay, and Idovan jumps in.
No, like Sylvester is grabbing the very last
Tail.
scrap of Idovan's vest.
On what? What?
This is-
Oh,
this-
hi.
this-
Sorry, you
okay,
grab the
we-
very back of the T-shirt that,
Okay.
that
Yes.
Idovan is wearing.
It
With
just
your
barely,
face on it, right?
I was gonna.
Yeah, it just barely stops me, and so I turn to you and go, "Oh, are you the one that's on the back of my shirt?"
The front and the back, but now it's kind of stretched out.
Only the
Oh,
back.
this is gotta get better contracts. How are we getting out of the crone hole?
Like, you-
I assume we just jump the other way, right?
Yes, it
we go
is-
fix thing and come back.
there are two apertures. One which will bring you back to Marsha Bay at the correct time. The other will shoot you through both time and space, so there's no worry about just being shot into empty space.
I did not know that was a worry, but thank
Yeah,
you.
I wasn't worried
Yeah,
before,
I
but
wasn't-
now
I
I'm a
am,
little
though.
worried.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
concerned about that. Yeah.
Little bit.
Don't worry,
Um,
I've been throwing orphans in the hole, and most of them have come back.
Well, yes, I've been
What's-
pulling them
what's
out of
the-
the ball pit. Why do they keep ending up in the ball pit? Is that
Oh,
like
is
the
that where
time
we
and
come
space
back?
thing?
That's my storage.
Through.
Oh.
We are gonna talk
You store
about
orphans
your-
in the ball pit?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're gonna
the
have a
storefin.
conversation.
It's a
about this
storfinage.
later. Don't. Oh.
Now Zan is like, okay, can we jump through the hole now? I can't.
Yeah.
No,
And
no,
the
yeah,
success
no.
rate on the people coming back is
In the high 60s.
that's good enough for
Oh.
me. I'm usually
that's-
anything over 36 is like
I mean, for the amount I'm paying you, this should be worth the risk. Are you not adventurer's bold and also fancy boy?
Ah!
I mean, no one has ever called me a fancy boy before, but I'm very much an adventurer.
I mean, anyone can be an honorary fancy boy, but I'm just going in because I
Honorary?
signed something that I didn't know what it was.
Yes, contractually you have to.
at this
So
point
often how our adventures happen.
You're-
That's how they all get me.
you're still like invisible with just soot to mark where you are, right?
No, I've dusted it on my face,
Yeah.
so I just look like a weird floating like negative of fancy boy.
She goes did you hire a child ghost? That's very new.
No, I'm invisible for some reason. I don't know why. It just happens. You know, something.
Oh, good.
This town is very messed up.
Idovan looks super excited and looks at Tempest and looks at Fancy Boy and then looks at the horse bird. That's the Vanta Black horse bird and says,
Yeah.
God, right.
"Oh yes, Fancy Boy, if you ride the
No.
Tempest's horse bird, no one will see you ever."
No,
There's a lot of
spooky is not my
birds.
brand. Spooky is not my brand. This is
Oh.
not who I am. I am here to be an inspiration with my beautiful eyelashes and fancy boy demeanor. So
I
Says the
understand.
until
floating
this
face
gets
of
fixed.
Ash.
until this gets fixed, I am just going to pretend it's not happening. Which is how I solve all
understand
my
that.
problems.
The healthy
Time
way
to
to
go in
approach
the
your
hole.
issues.
Very
Yeah.
Me
good,
too,
yeah, that
honestly.
is-
Yeah.
Let's get in the hole. Let's
We're
go.
gonna get along fine. Onward.
Fancy
Yeah,
boy walks the
Idovan-
hole. It's fine.
Idovan slips out of Sylvester's grasp and says, "Okay,
Yeah.
it's all," and
Yes.
jumps
Yeah.
in.
I will just
And-
say that the cheap material that they make the Sylvestival shirts out of just shreds. And that allows you
Sylvester,
to-
you're left with the back of the shirt that has your face on
Just
it.
this really warped version of, oh, this is
Yeah.
not, it's reminding me of how fast a store had earthquake shirts out yesterday. And I'm
Yikes.
Oh my God,
Yikes.
immediately.
That's
though.
What?
That's the speed of production for this
Immediately.
thing.
That's
Oh yeah,
that's the speed of
Alright.
New York.
Someone just owned a
Oh.
silk screening business, and
They
at
were-
9
they were
a.m. went,
ready.
let's make some dough. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
wait,
As we go through the hole, she just kind of casually looks back at the horse and she says, "Eternus to me," and then jumps through the
oh,
hole.
the horse
Turnus.
stomps a hoof, huffs, sucks all the light out of the room, and then jumps
Incredible.
in.
Totally normal.
I will say, before you go, Sylvester, the Addington kind of approaches you and says, "You better not fuck this up, because I made 100 of these," and it says, "I survived Sylvester, saving Marcia Bay again." Do you know how expensive these were?
I mean, I've already tested one, and I'm going to say not very.
Exactly. Now get in the hole. Oh,
Okay.
wait, before you go. Have a happy Sylvestival.
I
It pushes you
swear to-
in. As you all go through the hole, you see myriad clocks and little sundials just kind of passing by, sand timers, and
And at that point, the bag of sand jumps out of Idovan's pocket and goes, "My people!" and jumps into the void with all of the stuff.
oh yeah, no, I keep on wanting to call it Mr. Gritty, but no, Sandy
Sandy.
just kind
Sandy
of
is a very good name.
dissolves as
Hey.
they are lost in time and space.
He's going home.
Could probably not have that happen to us.
As you
Well, no, we don't live in sand world like all the sand stuff, so no.
all stop falling, you kind of hit the ground. Idvan, you are welcomed to more sand, just kind of everywhere. It's warm. You can look up and feel the sun kind of bearing down on you. Then you hear the whinny of a horse and the crack of a whip. And you look up and you see this mechanical horse before you. Looking down, it has a pair of almost cyclopean visor shades upon its little horsey face. And it is just kind of staring down at you, and it huffs once. At which point, the sound of gunfire fills the air, hooting and hollering and yee-hawing. And as you look around the area, you're in a small town. There is a sign, poorly just kind of painted upon it is "Welcome to Marcia Crater." There are maybe a dozen wooden houses all around. And they are currently locked in a gunfight. Dozens of cowpokes Desperados are just shooting at each other from across the one street that makes up this entire town.
Those are the fastest arrows I've ever seen. I want to catch one.
All right, roll me an let's say a dexterity check, and I will remind you have
ducking and
advantage.
covering.
So as a, I would like to
Oh,
say, as a monk,
of course.
I can do the deflect missiles thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
which means I have to be hit by a ranged weapon attack. So I think Idovan jumps in front of one of the bullets to try to catch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear a what in tarnation?
Yes.
So I need you to roll damage, and then I can tell you if I catch it.
Okay. All right. 6 points of piercing damage.
Excellent. I rolled a 14, so I reduced the damage by 14, and so I catch the bullet.
Yeah, you catch. It's in your hands.
Cool. It's so small.
Hey,
Look,
that's.
everybody, I have a tiny, tiny little arrow.
Hey, you're not allowed doing that.
I just did it.
But just undo it. Put it back in.
Okay. And I will, as part of the deflect missiles, throw it back at him. It's a ranged monk weapon. Okay. So
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
They asked for it.
Yeah.
Listen.
does a 21 hit?
It hits. it hits
Wow.
solidly this little dwarven cowboy.
Excellent. They're gonna take 7 piercing damage.
Oh, he falls over dead. He does the Wilhelm scream and it just falls off.
We've already done a murder and we just got here.
I mean, I
They
guess it
shot
was
first.
murder.
It was self-defense.
Can't any of
Exactly,
you heal? Someone aren't you clerics of some evil goddess or whatever? Someone raise him.
I feel like evil is a super strong
Gonna
word.
say,
She's
you
really
should
this is
neutral.
not a
Or sort
time
of
for-
snarky,
Evil, that would not have
kind
been-
of.
Yeah,
The-
that's
the-
Very pejorative word to be using. Yes.
The dwarven
Yeah, and-
cowboy, as he bleeds out, is just like, evil is a relative thing.
Yeah.
Keep
She
dying.
says,
Excellent last words. Well done, sir.
yeah. She looks at everybody, and this is where the side of Tempest that's like a kind of weirdly greedy comes out, and she pulls out the Revivify diamond, and she's like, in under 60 seconds. Like, is this
I mean, it's up to you, but we just met the man, and he shot at
Sylvester
us. I'm
immediately
not.
caught by
Everyone
the shiny,
goes
he's
in
like,
their
"Oh,
own
we are.
time,
Oh, no,
and
no, we
maybe this is his time.
It's funny you say that. None of gosh, and like Sylvester yells, "Are any of you butterflies?"
Yeah, my name is Butterfly.
Okay, we're not. Don't kill that one. Don't
Zan
kill
like
that one,
immediately
don't
points
kill
at.
that
Oh,
one.
okay. All
Yeah,
right, not
no.
that one. Got it.
Wait,
Got
did
it.
Then we
somebody
should be
say my
fine.
name? And Butterfly, which is a tabaxi, just kind of falls off the building, slips,
Oh,
lands
Well,
at your
we're
feet,
hosed.
Sylvester.
Oh,
Don't.
game on then.
we got that one out.
Yeah.
Somebody, you just hear, come in here, strangers, quick.
That's never gone wrong. And she starts walking.
You can see it is a little skeleton wearing a corset
Yes.
and a hoop skirt.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Get in
To
here.
hold in what?
I'm also
Absolutely.
taking some of the now Western dust and putting the Western dust on me. So now I'm starting to look more like
That's
one of
nice.
those 90s sand bottles of just different layers of
Mhm.
dust.
If you stand really still, you look like a statue.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, I could make some extra gold this way.
Get in here. It's before it's too late. Well, it's never going to be not too late, but quick, get in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Tempest does it because she likes to do things that people ask her to do. She's a people pleaser. But then when she sees that it's this like undead skeleton, she is unpleased about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
even Zan, who like isn't on the best of terms with the Raven Queen, like probably pulls that shiny new morning star of disruption and sort of looks at Tempest and is like, okay, well, we agree on this at least.
Yeah, the Venn diagram has found it.
Yeah. There
Overlap.
are some things that
Nice.
cannot be ignored.
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting into battle now? Is that an evil one? Should I go punch the evil one?
We just got here.
No, I assure you, I'm a very nice skeleton. And also, Lisa has donated $25 random magic item for Tempest.
Ooh.
I'm impressed. Let's see what you got.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. You got a rare magic item. You get a Staff of Charming.
I will take it. Thank you.
Oh.
From time and space, a Staff of Charming just appears in your hands.
I'm kidding. I love it here. Anyways.
As you kind of pile in, you can see it's a saloon. It is entirely staffed by skeletons. It is a skeleton crew. There's a skeleton behind the bar. There's a skeleton tickling the ivories over on the piano. There are a few skeletons playing poker. One of them has a dead man's hand.
And
the skeleton who waved you in says, "Oh, howdy there. I'm Kevin. You came at a real bad time."
The hell kind of a name is Kevin?
What the hell kind of
Why
name
is
is whatever the hell your name is?
Okay, Kevin has a point.
Now wait a minute. Maybe I have a very
Why is-
normal name. It's all right. It doesn't matter. Go ahead, Sylvester.
Why is it a bad time? What's going on?
Well, if you don't look outside, everyone's shooting each other.
Yeah, we noticed the small arrows. Is that? I mean,
Oh, they call
metal.
them bullets. Don't
No, that's a
It's
thing that like
pronounced Boulay. Yeah.
Boulet.
yeah, Zen's got
Yeah.
it. They like swim in ground. I can't catch one of those. They're kind of big.
oh, they're
Well,
very tricky. Yeah.
I mean, to be specific, it's a round, but I'm not really into firearms. I just own this saloon.
Sorry, whose arms are on fire?
Oh, you folks sure are
Very.
strange. Since, well, if you haven't noticed, it's high noon, and
Oh.
it's
Oh,
been
no.
high noon for a while now, and they just haven't stopped shooting.
That's so
Don't they run out? Don't they run out of boulets at some point?
You would hope that they would run out of boulets, but the problem is there's a notorious outlaw who's supplying them with weapons, and even worse, this outlaw's got control of time.
Oh, that's
Oh.
and where
wait,
is
yeah,
he?
no,
Where might
okay,
he be
yeah.
located?
Mhm, yeah, let's
Mhm.
focus on that part. Mhm, yeah.
This is Talpus Buttercup, head of the notorious Buttercup gang.
What was that name again?
Talpus Buttercup. A
Oh.
name that strikes...
Kevin, I take it back. I'm sorry that I insulted your name.
Thank you.
Clearly, I blew that one too soon and should have waited.
It's a really bad name. But
Well, you
Well,
can
I-
change
you know.
your name if you want. I mean, it's kind of annoying paperwork, but we can help you with that. Are all the skeletons here? Do they all need their name changed?
that's Three-Eyed Bert. That's Toothsome Jim. That's Toothless Jim. The rest, I actually haven't learned their names, and it's been so long, it's kind of awkward.
Oh, I think that one in the corner kind
Been
of looks
there.
like this friend of mine, Manny Calavera. He might be that one. I don't know.
Well, you'd think so, but he works actually downtown. He does processing for folks who come in
Oh.
town who, want to take the train out. But down over in Manslaughter Gully,
No.
Mm.
Talpus
Oh,
Buttercup
okay.
has set up a hideout with his outlaws.
Now, does he have
Manslaughter.
any particular weaknesses? This Mr. Buttercup.
Well, he is just a halfling, so probably
Okay.
it's probably
never
stabbing
just
him,
anything.
shooting him.
They- are you-
Going to say,
yeah.
last time I said just a halfling, I had my knees bit. So I'm just
Mhm,
saying.
So, you know.
Yes,
so we're gonna go in not making fun of their name.
No,
not
they're
making fun of
fierce
their
warriors.
height.
Yes,
let's
they're impressive.
let's-
But
if this-
yeah, we slay indiscriminately, or
Yes.
not without.
well,
Maybe that's
I
wrong.
mean,
Maybe that's.
I mean, if you're going to Manslaughter
No,
Gully,
you
that's
had
the
it.
place to do it.
Oh, good.
You had it,
Yeah.
Tempest. You had it.
just because they are short does not mean they are not fearsome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what? They may be named halflings, but to me,
Everyone
they're
deserves to
full-lings.
die.
Everyone
That's a
deserves
very
to
odd
die.
thing to interject.
We have more in
yeah, you-
common than I at first
you
thought,
said-
Tempest. We're gonna get along fine, actually.
You say that and you just see like fancy boys. I'm like, oh, all right. I see. This is,
I see where we are.
I
Well,
see
look,
where we are.
if they're doing bad things, then yes, absolutely. You tell me if they're doing bad things, and I will go after them and punch them.
Oh, they're doing evil.
Oh, well, that's easy then. It's very easy to punch evil.
They're robbing. They're dancing in shapes that ain't squares.
Oh,
They're doing things in threes.
this looks like a standard yes and contract to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it ever since he got a hold of this little compass thing that lets him control time.
Oh, right, that thing you mentioned.
That's what we
Right.
need.
Okay, I think
That's-
yeah,
We're
we
gonna take
probably
care of
should-
all of this.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
Yes.
know. So is it manslaughter? What is it? Gulch Gully?
It's a gully. Manslaughter Canyons is its opposite direction.
Okay. Are these named for, like, is it okay to manslaughter there? Was there a lot of manslaughter there and it got the name?
Well, it's a walking trail, but it's one of those places where if you do commit manslaughter, you gotta, carry it back with you.
Oh, so it's leave no trace manslaughter.
Exactly, yeah.
But
Got it, got it.
that's all biodegradable. It should be fine.
It is a conservation area.
Oh, that makes sense. You don't want to disturb the local flora and fauna.
Yeah.
It's fine. We just don't leave enough left of what we kill to have to worry about it.
Very good idea. I like how you think.
The corpse worms are real particular on what they eat.
Oh, God.
Oh, they got to be
okay.
picky like that. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Mm.
Anyhow, anything I can get you.
Directions?
I was going to say a map.
Drink?
Well,
A drink?
there are. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
let's
sure.
drink.
And we got whiskey and bourbon, scotch. That's it. Everything else has been shot.
Do you have any water? I'm just a little parched. Just some healthy water.
Oh, the water here's not safe to drink.
Well-
I've got you there. And she just creates a little globule of water and takes if you allow it, she'll reach for the straw in your cup
Oh yeah.
and just put it in the globule of water and hand it to you.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Wouter has donated $20. I'm sure this will be a good
sip
kind
it.
of chaos. As you sip it, Fancy Boy, can you roll me a D percentile?
Oh.
dear.
Well, this water's very nice.
It's refreshing. It soothes your parched throat.
You see, I don't drink. I hear it's bad for the complexion.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. All right, let's see.
Causes the feathers to dull.
Yes, yeah, that's a 70.
70.
Ow.
All right. Okay, this is gonna be weird.
Great.
Ow.
Great.
It's
Perfect.
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Kevin starts screaming
Oh.
as
Well,
his muscles start to wrap around her forearms and fingers. Tendons start to come back. And Kevin's not the only
Oh.
one screaming. Toothsome Jim, Toothless Jim, and Three-Eyed Bert, every dead thing within about 60 feet has come back to life.
Ah!
I saw this
Sylvester.
play. It's called Hellraiser, and we don't want to stick around for the ending.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
Buster leans outside. Butterfly, you good?
Oh, God, my legs. I'm alive, but my legs are broken.
Okay, that sounds good.
Everything. Well, I mean, I'm sure this is fine.
I mean,
Magic-
technically, this is what we were looking for. I'm looking at Tempest. This is kind of what we wanted, but this isn't what I thought.
Are they still undead on the inside though? That's the
Is it-
thing. What
that's
is
a
a
really-
skeleton at the end of the day?
Uh,
Is it a
It's
hanger
your
for the
inside
flesh?
undead.
It's
I
your
don't-
inside.
honey.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying there's an undead inside all of us? Because that
Dun, dun, dun,
is a
dun.
feel
philosophical
like-
nightmare.
I feel like I'm questioning a lot of things, and she
A
just sort
lot
of
of
like
things.
she just leans against Eternus and creates her own globule of water and puts a straw in it. And she's definitely the kind of girl who carries her own straw with her.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
So she just begins confusedly sipping on the water. I need
Is-
to hydrate.
Is this part of the Chrono Compass thing? Is this like a time backwards forwards thing? What's going on here?
Oh, God, my
Oh,
skin
isn't
is so oily. I wasn't expecting this.
Okay,
I mean,
listen.
You're in the West. It's gonna get dry real soon.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I can figure it out. I can figure out if they're still undead or not. And Zan is going to pull her Morning Star of Disruption
Yeah.
and go real quick, just in case he is still undead. Have we gotten what we needed from Kevin?
Oh, Kevin.
Which way is manslaughter thing?
Well, there are 2 ways out of this town, north and south. Y'all just need to go south.
Got it.
Great.
Excellent. Thank you, Kevin. Now, if you don't mind, and she's just going to poke him kind of hard, but like not a full-on attack, but just poke him with one of the spikes on
Just
this
enough.
Morning Star of Disruption.
Uh,
And if he's undead still, it'll disrupt. And if he's not, it'll just kind of hurt.
Okay, this is going to be difficult to describe. Kevin's
I can't wait.
Kevin's skeleton explodes. But
Oh.
Wait.
but
Oh, it's
but
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
no.
we should have left before the end of Hellraiser. It's
Yeah.
just,
Did
it's
say
just-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and Kevin goes,
Wait,
fish,
whoa.
fish sticks, and just kind of like
Yeah.
it looks like
Wasn't
somebody
really doing
dropped
its
a
job.
wet
Okay, is
towel
all
on
I'm
the
gonna
ground.
say.
So so the answer is yes then. They are undead? Is that what we figured out?
I think the answer is yes. Everyone has an undead inside of them.
All right. I'm going to test that theory. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I'm alive.
Okay.
So
Fancy boy just
like
throws up.
36 at least percent sure. And she just turns undead.
Oh,
Everyone just kind of flees out of the bar.
Are they less than CR
Uh-oh.
or do they are they destroyed?
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
everybody
Okay, but are-
just kind of flops down like a
Yeah.
wet
But are
towel.
we okay?
Except Kevin's skin that is still there and apparently alive.
Yeah.
Are we all
well,
okay though?
Yeah, you're fine.
She
So
yeah,
there's
she
no
goes
undead inside. Okay. 'cause
Apparently
You're
not.
welcome.
I'm really getting a little
To no one.
It's good.
Like
You're
As-
welcome to no one.
yeah, like you're welcome, not even to the group, just like to an unseen audience.
you know, that is amazing. I was only able to take care of one, but you were able to take care of dozens.
They
have to
are
learn that.
resting now. It's
Oh,
called
should-
the longest rest.
Oh, it's called death. I've done that a
Oh.
lot. This is really impressive.
Interesting.
I don't think this saloon's gonna survive the staffing shortage, but we should probably go.
We gotta
Yeah,
get
let's
out
go
of
We
here.
south.
had a skeleton
Yeah.
crew, so this is even worse.
Oh!
With a dying breath, Kevin looks to you and says, "Have a happy Sylvestival."
I have to put this
Wait, what-
skin
wait,
bag out of its misery, so as we're walking out, I'll Eldritch Blast the skin.
Yes.
I'm
And there's
sorry,
just a fist bump as we leave.
Yeah.
Did she just say where are
Well, this is like
Oh,
another
are they
time, same place, and they were doing Sylvester. They were doing your fun thing, and we're just in another time, so they're doing your fun thing with little tiny arrows.
A hooded figure has donated $10. One advantage for Kevin's skin.
You're a little too late for that. Sorry, a little too late.
In memoriam, one advantage
That's
for
great.
Kevin's skin.
That's
real
great.
after this?
Yeah,
Gross.
there's just
I
like
hate
one
this.
of those, like at the Academy Awards, all of the NPCs
Yeah.
that have gotten murdered.
Mhm.
Just like a little illusory screen that appears
Yeah.
just in black and white,
Play
and
it
it's
like-
just skeletons in different town outfits.
Love this.
Arms of the Angel plays, and just like clam shots.
Perfect.
As you mosey on out, you see Butterfly is there. Just at the edge, just saying, "Hey, before you go, take me with you."
Okay.
That?
I don't.
Oh.
The track record of survivability of our NPC friends is not great.
You don't want to come with us. I don't think this is working out well for anyone.
What you want, but
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh,
so
now we'll find
how
out.
attached to you?
Yeah,
How
okay.
attached to your skin are you?
Like physically?
Yeah.
You know,
I meant more sort of spiritually,
the detail
but-
we would have asked you to specify a few minutes ago. But
That's right.
All right. And as you mosey out of town, as high noon is still happening, bullets
Yep.
are flying, the clock won't stop ringing. It seems like a good place for us to take a break.
Oh.
But Telp will answer this question. Are we doing the giveaway now? Because we got giveaways. We got
Oh.
amazing free stuff. And if Telp
Listen to
doesn't stop
that.
me, I will just start up this
Just-
giveaway. I'll just
Never
do
been
it.
able to stop you. Let's
Just
be real.
do
Like,
it.
I'm
Yeah, I
far
mean,
too
right.
powerful. Oh, I'm being told by our producer that yes, in fact, we are doing
Oh,
giveaways.
good. Oh, good.
That's good to know.
Thank you, producer. We love you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
helping
you
make
for
everything
that.
happen.
producers.
Hey.
Bless you, producers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so everybody, thank you for joining us. We got an amazing gift bag.
Wait.
Where's the command? This is me proving that I have my, my.
There it is.
Oh, wait. Nope, Chris is already getting in on it. Each giveaway bundle contains gift codes for our sponsors at the Alchemist Circle, Elderwood Academy, Talon and Claw, Weirdworks, Start Playing, alongside a swag bag from Child's Play Cherries and copies of GM's Fantasy Toolkit from Roll and Play Press. Has the giveaway? Lots of
Oh,
people.
wait,
getting
has
in
it-
on this.
Has it actually started yet? Or
I don't believe so. I think I need to press a button.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
fancy boy!
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, there is a
So
giveaway
fancy.
active.
Beautiful.
The
So
Sylvester Cup.
type exclamation
I don't
point
think it's
gimme
insane.
to get your free stuff. If you,
I had to
we
do
should
it.
be back in a few minutes. Don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a friend with consent. Grab a drink. Grab a snack. We got a lot more Mercy Road in that we have like 23 more hours of Mercy Road. All right,
Yeah.
You can do it. We believe.
we can do it. You're locked in
All
here
right.
with me.
We're here.
All right. See you in a bit, everybody. Bye. Oh my gosh. Don't say anything you don't want. I can greet everyone, and I'll turn on your mics. Now everyone can hear you, and oh my goodness, we're back with more Mercy Road with our Team 1. Congratulations to jbob_88 for winning our amazing giveaway package. Apparently,
Yay!
one of our mods will be reaching out to you to bequeath upon you those riches.
That's a really cool giveaway package. That's
cool.
that
Oh,
looked
it's-
real cool. That's like, oh, maybe I'll be watching a different game and I'm gonna apply for that because that was real cool.
I mean, you can win some really cool stuff, and if you time it just right, you can, get especially with the later games. I'm just saying. Welcome back. When we last left our adventurers, they were moseying on out of town, out to have a showdown with that nefarious outlaw Telpus Buttercup and his Buttercup gang. I'm just going to speak like this for the rest of this stream.
Yes.
Let the gravitational pull of the dialect just draw you in.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
know.
all be there by the end.
Yeah,
Yep.
by the end, we're all just like, this town ain't big enough for the 6 of us.
That is okay. I will get into another portal. Wait,
Yes.
I'm kind of getting there.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
It's sort of southern, but also different.
It's
Yes.
this is what Canadians think all Americans sound like.
It's true.
That is
It's true.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
that-
just-
yeah.
It's like, hello, it is me, George Washington.
All Americans are from
God.
Calgary.
Yeah. Yeah. Incredible.
You are in the middle of the desert, headed towards Manslaughter Gully. You are following the recently redeceased Kevin's directions. And every now and then there are, sign postages, Manslaughter Gully, physical abuse lake, other things just along
Just
those
death,
lines.
death.
Happy place.
Death.
Death hole.
Just
The death hole. Everyone get in the death hole.
The death hole.
they know they don't have to name it after what happens there, right?
Yeah.
He was named Kevin and something but a tulip buttercup or something. Listen. They take what they can get name wise.
I appreciate something that is named descriptive of the place.
Yep, there is Homicide Canyon. And eventually you see
Second degree murder can.
second degree murder.
Unsolved crime, lake.
Cold Case. Yeah, that's great. Cold Case Mountains.
Cold Case.
Cold Case
No.
Mountains. That's incredible.
Oh my god.
And then in the middle of nowhere, amongst all of these, is just a tiny little sign that just says "boring place."
Yeah.
Pleasantville.
Oh no, they mean like digging, not like.
Oh.
Or is it just the
Ah.
plains? Because it's plain.
Hey.
Boring plane. Yes.
The plane.
Yes.
Wouter the Human, Perjury Mesa. I like
Oh,
that.
Oh, jeez.
Excellent. Perjury Mace is pretty
God.
good.
Really
Yeah.
good.
I love
Oh
it
my
here.
gosh. All right.
As, you see that along the way between here and Manslaughter Gully, there are a set of tracks. And every now and then a train passes by, and almost 5 minutes to the moment, the exact same train passes by again. And
I don't know. I don't see anything.
for those of you who have traveled the plains, this is very similar to the lightning rail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
if otherwise, this is just a weird metallic centipede that is moving at a brisk clip.
Both, really.
But
Yeah, fucking
as-
Fancy Boy has not traveled the plains. He's like, wow, it's so fast.
it's a centipede. Oh my god. But eventually you get to the gully.
Everybody on the train is wearing either a white or a black hat. I don't know why.
And you hear the sound of music. Pleasant. Or at least,
Are the hills alive with it?
No.
you know, it
Go to Cold Case Mountain to get those hills.
Yeah, those are the Dirge Hills.
Right, yeah. They've been
Oh.
singing them songs for 1,000 years.
Kosim has donated $5. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks,
Schnauzer, you
Kosim.
donated $30 or $300
What?
right before break.
Bowser,
That's
so
what got
much.
us there.
That's
Schnauzer,
what kicked us over.
has
Okay.
bequeathed
Thank you.
upon all of you 5 advantages.
Oh boy.
You better start using these bad boys.
Yeah,
I know,
and
right?
All right.
Remember, you can use it to interject. You can
Mm.
take over the scene and just be like, hey,
Oh.
hey, I'm in charge now. This is what we're doing.
We're doing that without spending advantages every time we
really,
interrupt
yeah.
you.
It's true. I was like,
Yeah,
so
there's
we have
so much
no
chaos.
Exactly what you were
advantages.
getting.
Y'all are so good at yes-anding that we just haven't even
Maybe
looked at the
you-
dice.
Maybe you should take the advantages and interrupt us. Sauce.
These people are here to see y'all have fun. I am just here to set the stage. But I do have 5 table
think we-
chaos rolls now that I'm going to use
Oh,
tactically.
dear.
Oh,
Excellent.
boy.
Okay.
I love that for us.
All right, and as
Those have only gone well.
suddenly the music stops, and you hear a polite round of applause.
Oh.
And a little
Thank you.
further on, you
oh,
see
sorry,
that
habit. Sorry.
Oh, that was not you, Sylvester? I thought it was.
No.
And after a few moments, you hear, and now, part of the Sylvestival annual talent show. We got old Three-Eyed Jake, brother to Three-Eyed Jim,
Oh, no.
and he is doing his rectangle dance. And
Do you think he knows about his brother yet?
and
I
he's
don't
just
think we
like,
should
I
tell him
sure
about his brother
love my
yet."
brothers alive.
Oh, God.
no.
Family's important to us. Hope it doesn't die.
Tempest
really
is
in
just
a
wiping a
square
tear and
dance
she
cadence,
goes,
but
what
I'm
a
kind of
beautiful.
impressed.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's good.
she's like, what a beautiful requiem.
Yeah.
Beautiful tribute.
It's what he would have wanted.
what he would've
Downplay the
wanted.
requiem and tribute. Let's just-
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
okay.
Suddenly, everyone seems really into this dancing. When suddenly it stops, reverts. About 5 minutes, you see the train whip past you in reverse, or the metallic centipede, and you hear the same music that was playing earlier, but with a slightly different pitch and tempo every now and again, as if they're whomsoever is trying to perform is trying to get it a little better. Before there's another round of polite applause, and somebody says, "Now Three-Eyed Jake is gonna come in with his rectangle dance," and once more you hear Three-Eyed Jake singing, "My brother's alive and I'm super jazzed."
I
Before
think we're in the right place.
it stops again, the train barrels back in reverse, and the music starts again.
I know this part.
It is a nice little banjo song. And as you approach, you see that there is a little kobold with a banjo, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna get it this time," and starts playing his little banjo song. To again polite applause, and when he doesn't get the reaction he wants, he takes out this little golden object out from his shirt and starts winding it backwards, and once more the train rockets back. And,
Oh no, we need that.
and you hear, and this time it goes back a little further. Goes back a little further, and they say, "Everyone, say hello to Banjo Warren, playing another banjo song." And little meow 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 before
Yeah.
just kind of middling applause. And goes,
It's like when you're on a road trip with somebody who like only wants to listen to the same 5 songs
Oh.
over and over again.
Yeah.
"We're listening to Matchbox 20's greatest hits, and you're going to enjoy it."
Both of them?
Both.
Idovan's gonna pull on a piece of Sylvester's clothing and be, Sylvester. They need pointers.
I mean, I understand the phrase. I didn't really understand it until now, but the, please be kind, rewind, be kind, something like that is not how you're supposed to practice for a gig. I don't.
See,
so
this
so
is
now
why
we've
you
gone
need to give
we've
them
gone-
some
we've gone
advice.
back past Three-Eyed Jim and now Banjo Warren.
And
The start
Banjo
of Banjo Warren. Okay.
Banjo Warren performs his little song, his little ditty.
I'm pretty sure this is torture. Does anyone else think this is torture? Reliving the
feels-
same banjo song?
And I will say, at this moment, Zan, your head reforms back into a regular Zan head.
Oh,
No.
Fancy boy, you're covered in soot, but you're visible to all.
Oh, I'm so
And-
dirty. I pressed to digitate the dirt away immediately.
Oh, you're clean immediately.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
you've been
somewhere in a
Zan this
dimension-
entire time?
Made out of
Good to see you too.
sand and everything. There's a bag that is suddenly like, oh, my life is over. Ah.
Oh my god.
I'm just picturing the camera cutting to, it's just a bag.
Oh.
oh.
Mhm.
Is it is the horse gone?
No, the horse remains.
Oh, thank God.
There-
She turns to Eternus and she's like, "You'd never leave me."
Eternus just.
Yeah,
But
never.
you
never.
see, Tempest, as you turn
Yeah.
in the background, that metallic horse that greeted you upon
right.
your exiting of the
Yeah.
crone hole. It is off in the distance.
And she says,
It was-
"Eternus, we may have to make this a 2-horse town."
If Eternus had lungs, Eternus would gasp. Instead, it just kind of.
How does a horse look shocked?
Well, how does a crow horse
Yeah.
look like?
the crorse just kind of goes makes a dry wheezing sound, which accompanies the banjo quite lovely.
Oh.
Oh,
Do we?
oh, you were in key.
Yeah.
Are we planning on arresting this man of his valuable with diplomacy, or should we just get in the shit, as they say?
Oh, it sounded
say
so fancy the first time, but they're both the same. So yeah, we're stealing that shit.
All right. And she lifts up the staff of
Oh, dear
Charming
Yes.
and casts command and
Yes.
says, while he's like fiddling with it,
Yeah.
and says, "Give."
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. That is charisma saving throw. If I'm
Yes.
Or is it? Okay. My first
I
dice
believe-
roll.
Hold on, let me check that, but I think that is true.
Okay, this dice is immediately going in the timeout corner because I rolled a 3, so I'm
It's a
guessing-
save
well.
DC 15, so hooray!
Wisdom, charisma, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Banjo Warren approaches you and says, "Oh, here," and hands you the banjo.
Ah, beans. Ah, beans.
Well played. Well played.
Now,
Yeah.
now I don't
Please-
know who
please
I
break it.
am.
I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Do you want your banjo back?
Yes.
We'll trade you.
All right. What, I mean, with
That.
Oh,
And
the-
points at the.
this thing. I mean, I just found it in the dirt.
Well, all the more reason to trade for your banjo.
Well, all right. I mean, if you guys are in the market for these things, there's a lot of them. And he hands you,
I
Zan, a
Hate
piece of the
that
chrono
news, but
compass.
okay. All right.
Yeah, you
banjo,
now have
I
a piece of
guess.
the chrono compass.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
as
dun,
you
dun,
hold
dun,
on to
dun.
it, Zan, I need you to roll a D percentile.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Does the kobold have the banjo back?
Yeah, and he's really happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna walk
Be
up to
any
him to say,
better?
just so you know, an instrument doesn't need to define your personality. I understand it might be a midlife crisis. I recommend branching out in hobbies.
Holly, why are you calling me out like this?
I truly, I
Yeah.
feel
was gonna
so
say,
attacked.
Did I really ask for
Mean.
this right now? Oh my
Holy
God.
Christ.
I need to go sit
it's
down.
fine.
Fancy
I'll be right
boy.
back.
Gonna-
Fancy
Gonna
boy
go.
gives unsolicited advice to strangers.
It's
That's
great.
one of his traits.
The keyboard is
Through
crying
the
in other
internet,
room.
fancy boy, it's me in my heart.
It's a 93 before anyone cries.
Oh my god.
I also
I would
play,
not. I would never.
I play accordion too.
Oh, no.
I draw spooky art.
Listen,
Ooh,
Okay, listen, you got a breadth of hobbies. I
listen. I'm
appreciate
saying that your value is not
You don't
defined by a
silo
thing you
yourself
can
in-
do.
Right. Yeah.
Your value as a person is eternal.
Still feeling fairly attacked. Go on.
You're right. I should just focus on being the best bloodthirsty outlaw I can
No!
be.
You know
should
what?
we Eldritch? We should kill this man.
Yeah.
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 Not
You know,
at
I
least he
was-
plays the accordion. I'd like to hear that.
I got a 93 on my percentile.
Oh, that's great.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
well,
Let's find out.
I mean, for me. Okay. Okay. I need everyone here to make me a,
No.
except for Zan. Zan, you're
Oh,
okay. A
All right.
I keep on wanting to call it a reflex
Oh,
saving
no.
throw. A dexterity saving throw.
Welcome to
Oh,
4E.
So-
I'm glad to have
so my
you.
negative one has become a 0.
And-
Is that good in this
Yeah.
game?
This is so good.
Okay. Okay. No, I mean,
I could use an advantage, but this feels more fun.
This it could be worse, is what I'm gonna say. As
Oh.
Okay.
Zan, you light up like a disco ball.
Oh, that
Uh,
I hate for her. But go on.
Yeah, just
Oh.
light and lasers are just shooting out all around you.
Mm.
There's a nice beat.
Oh.
And as this light show occurs, it's everyone who rolled under a 10 is struck by one of these beams and takes 16 points of radiant damage.
Oh man,
Never done
advantage
radiant
might
damage
have
in
been
my
a good idea.
life.
So
This
I-
includes all of the outlaws because I rolled a natural 1.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Zan, the room is just cleared.
Who
incredible.
Who failed that roll?
Me.
The outlaws.
Yeah, I think I will take one of those situational advantages. Sylvester did the dex save by kind of like getting into it, dancing out of the way of the beam, and then just sort of like kind of was like spinning and dancing in front of Tempest using one of his scales to like
Oh.
glint off
Oh, nice.
the beam that would have gone for
Oh.
her. So I'm going to use one of my advantages for that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say it kind of looks like the album cover for Dark Side of the Moon. There's a little rainbow
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
shoots out
Nice.
the side of you, Sylvester. Tempest, you are secure. You have avoided
Yeah.
taking radiant damage from Zan's light show.
Incredible.
Tell me again, this real quick. This outlaw with the banjo and the timepiece that he doesn't have anymore was a was a what? A kobold? A human?
This
Kobold.
he was a
Kobold?
little kobold named
Which is a
Warren.
which is a humanoid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh.
So seeing this kobold dead on the ground from my erstwhile disco ball show,
Mhm.
Zan goes, "Ah, shit! Sorry, you wanted to hear the? Don't worry, I got it." And she's gonna sort of put her hand out, and it gets wreathed in black non-light, which then sort of goes like fire and dribbles onto this kobold's body. And the specter of the kobold spirit, rises under my command for the rest of the day. And I say, "We'll play the accordion." Either one wanted to hear the accordion.
Yeah. He pulls out a spectral accordion and starts playing a discordant melody.
Oh,
Just
And
like
he'll follow me
Discordant-
around
a
and follow
discordant
my
melody
commands.
because he's good at it, or a discordant melody because he's not good at it.
It's not
Yeah.
Or
good
discordant
at it.
because it's an accordion,
It's
so
an
it's
accordion.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
it's
it's an
Alien.
accordion,
And
so
that's your option.
He
That's
definitely
default.
Talented at the accordion, or
I mean, he's named Banjo Warren. He's good at one thing.
Right, and it's not the accordion.
he only took a lesson or two from Lawrence Velk. You got to give him some, leeway.
Oh.
for him,
Yeah,
a
he only got
discordian.
one and a
Discordian.
2 lessons, you're right.
Rough, yeah. A 1 and a 2. I have a specter.
But Banjo Warren will say to you in a spooky voice,
Like that.
"Oh, did you just come here to kill us all? Because you did a good
No.
job at that.
yeah, it sure
Wildly
feels
enough,
like
that
we
was
did.
Thank you.
Total
Thank you.
accident, I gotta be honest.
Good job, heroes."
Thanks.
They'll
You
be
said you were
Thank
gonna be
you.
a bloodthirsty
Wait,
bandit. What were we
you
supposed
call-
to do?
Yeah, you called us heroes, meaning if we killed you, that you were the villains. So, I mean, problem solved.
I was using sarcasm.
Well, you
Also-
also do that in
Everybody.
front of a bunch of adventurers.
Considering what is going on, wait 5 minutes and everybody will come back to life.
That's true.
You've really ruined our Sylvestival. If Sylvester was
Honestly.
here, he'd be kind of pissed.
We should probably go.
That's not Sylvester. That's Sylvester. And it's an exaggerated oil painting, just kind of propped up against the wall. Sylvester
Does so much.
just
Ill painting.
easily 7 feet tall, riding a
Yeah.
horse,
Yeah.
muscular, bare-chested.
Yeah.
Like a romance novel cover.
Yeah, just
Aw.
and even though you're like a prismatic dragonborn, it's got like that chest full of hair.
Prismatic
no.
hair, yeah.
Prismatic
Oh,
hair,
no.
little strands of prismatic hair.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fiber optic cable.
Yeah.
Oh my
Every-
gosh.
everything about
Yes.
this
I love
Fancy
it.
boy's like,
Mixed media. We love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I saw that on the back of a cart once, and it was very cool.
At this point,
was it airbrushed?
Tempest is taking in the art, and she is becoming enthralled by it, and is just now like
Oh,
looking
no.
kind of like furtively at Sylvester,
Oh no.
like a little embarrassed, but like a little interested.
Oh.
Incredible.
Incredible.
How? Wait, who? How do you? And to the ghost, right?
Yeah.
Not to, I don't have a dying declaration now. They're a ghost. How do y'all? Oh no, it's affecting me now.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, who's
We've been here
Sylvester
too
is?
How
long.
it starts. It's how it starts.
He's
How
got
do
the
y'all know
y'all
who
virus.
Sylvester is?
It's an annual festival. Sylvester comes to
Annual.
all of the good boys and girls and gives them presents. And if they're wasteful, he eats them.
Oh,
And how long has the Sylvestival been going on?
Oh, centuries.
Who's the last one who got eaten?
Oh, it's just something we tell the children. Everyone knows Sylvester's not real.
Oh, okay. I thought that this had gotten very dark, and I'm glad that no, it's just the don't go in the woods kind of story. Okay.
Just as long as you wear new socks every year, then Sylvester won't sneak into your house and take you away.
Sylvester, they turned you into the boogeyman.
But like
No-
good
I
and
feel like
bad
being- I feel like
boogeyman.
being Santa and Krampus at the same time.
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah, very much, very much.
Centuries. Did that? I mean, okay, so
Looking good for
oh
centuries.
goodness, I can't remember the person who gave us a job. Two
Alabaster
A's.
Addington.
Yeah.
Thank you. He said that had been going on for
38 days.
38 days.
Maybe time's
Now
different in the
it's
crone
been-
hole.
That's a sentence. I love that sentence.
That sounded like that's the title of an Always Sunny episode.
Yep.
The gang
deals
checks
with the
out the
crone
crone hole.
hole.
Yeah.
I said it with such seriousness
You
and then zoomed
did.
out of my body and was like, this is peak
was
D&D.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh god. That's
Um,
also the romance novel that has Sylvester on the front of it as the cover. That's the name of the
Yeah.
the romance
Maybe
novel.
time is
So-
different.
In
So
the
when,
crone hole.
When when the
When you're in the crone hole with
Ooh,
Sylvester,
boy.
time stands still.
boy.
when the predeceased Warren gave over the chrono compass to Zan, is it doing anything?
Have you done,
Ceased.
have you done anything with it, Zan?
No, I pulled it out when one of you said like, well, just wait a few minutes. You'll probably be alive again in a minute. And Zan pulled it out and was like,
It's not doing anything.
should I?
Yes.
But then I don't have my Spectre. Ugh, fine.
And as you start
411.
we poking at it, as you're
Information.
probing it,
Am I any good at Arcana? I don't think so. Oh, I'm okay. No, I'm not.
yeah, roll me an Arcana check.
No,
God,
I believe
that was
in
a
you.
journey.
Oh, okay, but I got a 22.
I'll guide
'cause when
you.
you roll good, it doesn't matter.
Hey.
Yeah.
You poke it with such vigor. Time. There is a noticeable skip for you. For everyone else, Zan
Oh, no.
just disappeared for about 10 minutes.
Where did they go? What happened to
Oh, I heard this happened to Fancy
Is he
Boy earlier.
invisible? Start-
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, Sylvester's right. Start throwing dust everywhere.
As you're
Oh, Fancy Boy is like the expert at this, and I will start just
Gonna
throwing
reappear-
sand.
I'm gonna
Zan!
reappear right into the face of, or right with my face and all of this thrown up sand.
Oh,
for 10
Zan,
minutes.
you're all right. I'm so sorry. I thought you were invisible.
Oh.
Like you're clearly now just dirty.
Idovan, as you kick up this cloud of dust, I need you to roll a D percentile.
I would
Yes.
love to.
He's really
That's-
using those at the right moment.
Well,
I'll prestidigitate myself again and not Zan.
I mean,
I got-
Sam. I've got it the spell too. I'll do it myself.
Okay, all right. It's fine. We all have it. We all can be fancy.
And I'm a kobold, so I just take a dust bath. It's
Oh
great.
yeah, you just start
That's
like chicken
perfect.
rolling
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. I
Yes.
rolled a 99.
oh, nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's
I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm just impressed by the
Doesn't
number.
matter. I'm in. Yeah.
All right, we're in the high ranges now.
Yeah.
That means one of you has to roll 100 just to see what happens.
Okay. You are shifted to the ethereal plane.
Oh, not again.
Yep.
So Zan
Oh,
comes
God.
into existence and Idovan goes out of existence.
Stefan's gone now. Quick.
Oh.
Zan starts throwing dust.
You are in a plane. You can see the outlines of your friends.
No, I'm right here. Hi.
Maybe you hear the distant echo of Idovan's little pleas or greetings.
Yeah, it's mostly greetings. Idovan is not phased by a lot of things.
Yeah.
In fact, when Zan starts throwing sand, Idovan will be like, "Oh, wait, I can catch that," and I'll move into the sand and watch it go through me, and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that tickled." Okay.
And Zan, you have reappeared. For you, it has been an instant.
Mhm.
For everyone else, it's been about 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
They are not alive.
Yeah.
Nothing
Now that-
happened.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, wait, did you
What?
make Yudovan how did,
No.
what did you
No.
what
Oh,
did-
where
what
is he,
did you
Devon?
touch?
Oh,
These,
my
and I
dead-
poke it again.
Did I become dead?
And we can't hear Idovan, right?
You can
You
hear
hear like
every now and then, just on the breeze, something that
And so next to Eternus, she sort of like says, Eternus, to Edavon, and touches Eternus's flank. And they appear in the ethereal plane with ethereal stride.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're dead
Nice.
too. I'm so
Hell
sad.
yes.
Very cool horse with head of bird. Oh,
Hell
It was
yes.
just a hunch.
Eternus starts nuzzling you.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should scratch or pet, whatever you want, but I'm so sorry. I think we are dead. I don't know if I should go from here, but this will be fun.
Oh no, if we were dead, everything would be quiet. A nice eternal nap. This is
Oh.
quite alive, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Is it as long as I am loud, we are alive, or do we have to be
I
like?
don't-
Do I have to talk?
I don't you can speak as you would like. We sort of hear you out there.
Okay, all right. Well, I
Do-
have
do you
your
want-
bird horse.
Would you like to stay here or return to the material?
Tempest, as you ask this pertinent question,
Mm.
I need you to roll a D percentile.
Yeah.
God.
As you ask and as you roll, Idovan thinks about this for a second and then walks next to somebody, probably to Tempest, and reaches out and tries to touch them and will reach through you because ethereal plane and pull back and go, oh no, I should come back. It's going to be very hard to punch people in the face if I cannot punch them in the face.
I will say, as you are pulling your hand back through poor Fancy Boy's fancy shirt, you return back to the material
Yes.
plane,
Oh,
and
thank you, fancy boy.
your hand is kind of your hand
Oh, no.
is stuck on one side of the shirt. Your arm extends through the other. Your arm is fine, but it's just awkwardly kind of
Wait, in fancy boy?
Fancy Boy's shirt. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay,
thank
just the
God.
shirt, just the
Yeah.
shirt. Okay. Oh, so you
That-
fixed me, but sorry. I was just trying to do. I think I messed up your shirt. I'll buy you another one.
Please stop touching me.
I'm trying, but I'm in your shirt and I can't
Trying.
get out because there's not
Wa-
like a.
seeing the design on the shirt just get further and further. Just pull hard. They're not even expensive shirts. Just
No.
pull.
It's
I'll
fine.
reach out with my other hand and use a claw to like strategically make a slice.
Yeah.
And then pull
Yeah.
my hand
I'm like-
out and go. Yes, but thank you. That was very cool.
I like this is the Sylvester shirt, I assume, that I was
Oh, for
wearing.
sure.
yeah, your
Yeah.
Sylvestival shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will just like remove it and I have another fancier shirt underneath.
It's
Like,
even
Yes.
fit.
Yes.
You've got the Sylvester shirt with the collar, and it's the little. It instead of the crocodile, it's a little Sylvester
Yes.
head right
Yes,
above
yeah.
the pocket.
I
Yeah.
respect the fashion game. I do.
Incredible.
yeah. Yeah, this one was actually very nice. I think their merch director, this was a sample. They weren't selling though.
Tempest, what did you get?
Oh,
I
yeah.
rolled a 95.
Oh my god.
Ooh. All
Listen.
right.
What, like it's hard? I don't know.
As you stand there, the earth once more begins to shake around you, but this time, instead of a nightmare extricating itself from the ground, shadows and dust begin to swirl around you. You are in kind of like a wind tunnel almost. It's very dramatic in that it is
I love it.
billowing your capes if you have them.
Oh, yes.
This this kind of black smog will block all projectiles shot at you.
I love a hands-free solution.
Yes.
So she is actually in the the ethereal plane with Eternus. Edavon has popped out. She says, well, come on, and just like summons the shadow blocker, and then returns to the prime material with gifts and horse.
Yes.
She does though right before she looks in the direction that the clockwork horse was.
Yeah.
Could she see that in the ethereal plane in the distance?
It was lit up like a beacon.
Wild. Okay. And she comes back and she says, well, we have a problem I would define as a horse problem, not a nightmare problem. Eternus, you're wonderful, never change. But that horse on the hill, I think we may be barking up the wrong bandits.
Do horses bark?
Are horses birds? I don't. The world is crazy.
What is-
Are
True.
horses.
What
Who
is a
can
horse
say?
but a
Yeah.
land bird?
I don't think it's a bird, but that's just speaking from my own experience as I am a large bird.
That's pretty good
Relevant
experience.
Relevant
I mean,
experience,
you
yeah.
are,
That is
yeah,
Your
you,
lived
you would be the
experience.
expert, pretty much.
Probably.
Okay, so
But-
what's the problem?
It was sort of lit up like a beacon in the distance, calling a quest. Even I don't know.
What
Seemed
if
like
I just fireball it?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, look.
Hold
I'm
on. Can I just ask? Like,
this
this is it holds up the compass piece. This is what we came for, right? Are we supposed to find more of it? There's lots of people looking, I think, right?
Yeah, it's a so it's a piece of a compass. Is it an actual compass?
It is a
Like-
piece of a compass.
Okay.
But we've heard that other groups are going out looking for these other pieces.
Warren, the now ghost, says, "Oh, our outlaw leader, he has a piece as well.
Oh, okay. Well, we probably
goodness,
get that
the
one, too.
buttercup thing, right?
He
Yeah,
doesn't
what-
use
Oh.
it to cheat at talent shows."
That's.
Everybody has a priority.
That's
I
right.
don't
Do you know
really
anything
understand
about
why
this?
cheating at talent shows all of a sudden came into the conversation? I'm feeling a little called out.
Is your buttercup person who is doing bad things with their thing? Do they happen to be a very large clockwork horse?
No, he's a very tiny halfling. He's
Right. We've been.
Yeah,
He's,
we didn't need to do the very.
he's especially small for a halfling.
Especially little, yeah.
He's 2 feet
Sounding
tall.
more punitive
What can you
every
tell us
moment.
about
2
the
feet
horse?
tall is
though?
not that tall. Is not that short, really. I have many family members who are shorter than that.
Oh, but he comes from a long line of very tall halflings. It's a thing. He's just.
So he-
It's all about
He's
the
more like a
circumstances,
3/4
you know?
sling.
It's very. Who are you next to? I get it. Okay.
I'm glad you asked. Anyways,
So, do you know about this horse? This clockwork horse?
never seen it in all of my life. And he looks down
Oh.
at that.
Oh.
I made myself sad.
No, this is good because now you have gone on to another part of your existence. Now you can see Clockwork Horse.
Oh, that's right there. And you see
Death
that-
is what gives life meaning. I mean, it's just the last page of a good book.
Oh, but I was really enjoying being alive. I could play.
Well-
I could play the banjo.
And now that means something, as if that's comforting at all.
This is the worst.
Let's find Buttercup and kill him.
Okay.
Or at the very least, take the thing. Like, I mean, we
Yeah.
have killed a lot of people today.
Yeah, and none of
That's-
them are who we're supposed to kill, which I feel
don't-
like
Yeah.
is a new record.
I was sort of
This
sweeping
Zan's
that
an
under the rug, but I
alarming
think that's
success.
probably true.
To be fair, I didn't mean to kill any of the people that I killed.
Oh, me too. I also
This
did
time?
not mean to kill any of
This
those
time,
people.
yeah, of course, this time.
As
when
you
I-
absolve
you know-
yourselves of your multiple homicides,
Oh, I do not absolve
'Cause we're
myself.
already-
The-
we're on the
no,
way to
I-
Manslaughter Gully. We don't
Yeah.
have time for them to call this place. They're going to get confused because there's already the other homicide place. So we can't.
The person who shot the boulet at me asked me to throw it back at him, and I have very good aim, so that's all me.
the train, once more, goes barreling in reverse before riding back down the rails, and you just hear "Yeehaw! Oh, what in tarnation!" And the sound of gunfire.
All right, more of the boulets. Let's go.
And bandits love trains. That's the
Oh yes, he's using his piece of the compass to rob the same train over and over again.
Does the train get new
Oh,
stuff
that
every
makes sense.
time?
Yeah.
It
I mean, it's
does.
the same-
Oh,
the
okay.
same oh.
great.
Then
Let's
at
go
least that
there.
makes sense.
All right.
All right,
what
let's
if...
get on the train and stop the. Oh no, what? Yes, fancy boy.
Oh, I could fireball the train tracks.
just really want to
Yes.
fireball something, and
Yeah.
I respect that energy.
I do. I
For
do.
science.
Big fireball
Who needs
energy.
this?
No
I
one's,
can
no one has
tell.
done any magic, and I just feel like we just need a little bit of
Not
pizzazz.
intentionally, anyway.
As you speak of pizzazz, fancy boy, I need you to roll a deep percentile.
Yes, timing.
Yowza.
Please roll whatever the number is that lets you cast fireball.
I mean, Fancy Boy's just thinking about ways to solve this problem, and he can't think of any, so he's just thinking about Fireball.
I
mean,
appreciate the linear.
yeah.
structure.
That seems like
a-
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you
That's
just
what-
have to.
That's how wizards do.
It's true. 16.
16.
Yeah.
The number of the beast.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Any unattended object within 20 feet of you suddenly bursts into flames.
So there you go.
Yes.
It's already happening.
The train tracks are now.
I didn't do that. I think they're just faulty.
Just
Hey,
faulty.
I like the Back to the Future reference we're getting from this. I
Yes,
appreciate
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
He plays on the banjo.
Because they are all now objects, all of the bodies, the many bodies that
I mean-
Zan has left in her wake burst into
Listen.
flames.
That's fine.
The banjo.
We were talking about the fact that you're supposed to take what you came with, and so this is just you being good about the environment.
and
Yeah, the banjo's fine.
The bandit hideout now is also aflame.
Well,
Well,
I mean, is the world an object?
the
The,
ground.
the earth is now aflame. No.
Ah!
No, we'll not go. We won't size up that far. But the area around you is now ensconced in fire.
I mean,
That
is this
was
what you-
very
is this
cool. I
what
did
you
not
meant? This
even
is-
see you
No.
cast it.
I didn't,
Yeah.
and sometimes I feel like when Fancy Boy feels like me, I'm not being useful. Bad things happen, and
Aw.
that's on me.
Oh,
I don't think this is a bad thing at
no.
all. I think this is very cool.
You know,
And now we're on fire.
fancy boy.
Oh no.
It's only unattended objects, so you're not on fire.
Oh, good.
This is more of an
We are
opportunity.
very coolly reined in fire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because, fancy boy, you notice that while everything else around you has combusted, the train is decidedly not aflamed.
Oh, strange.
oh.
That train might be in a different dimension or time or place.
Or is it attended? Are there attending
Gonna
people
say
attending
there
the
probably
train?
are attendants on it, so
Somebody
It's like
roll
a-
me
it's like a
a
carriage, right?
perception check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll look because I'm close to it. And
Yeah.
fire.
And fire.
And fire.
I got a nat 20. Wow.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Nice.
Fancy boy, you just hear. Well, I sure love attending to this train. As the conductor,
That was incredibly direct, I say.
as the conductor toots the horn.
Toot toot. Should we jump on the train then? I feel like we're all spry.
Yeah.
We could do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will take off and fly
Oh,
above the train.
Schnauzer
Yeah.
has donated $100.
Aw,
2 very rare
Yeah.
items, please. Great game.
thanks, Schnauzer.
Aw.
Let's see. Very rare. Thank you, Schnauzer. That was incredibly kind.
How dim is the light here?
Well, everything's on fire, so it's quite bright.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, listen, yeah, I'll find some like hutch that is casting a direct shadow from the flame in front of it
Mhm.
and just step into the shadow and appear again as if she's gone behind a curtain in a musical and done a quick change and
Yeah.
just a regalia of ostentatious raven feathers expands from each shoulder and she caws and she's like, Eternus, to me! And just flies towards the train.
Oh my
After
god,
Fancy
it's
Boy.
another Aarakocra.
Just me.
I will
Oh,
say,
just kidding. I get confused when I see bird regalia.
Sylvester, you have been to many a Mercy Road. Do you have a Sunblade yet?
No.
You have a Sunblade now.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah.
And Zan, you get a Horn of Blasting.
Nice.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I started blasting. I started tooting.
Started blasting.
Started tooting.
As these magical items appear, Idovan is. I'm going to spend a key point, and Idovan is going to summon all of his astral stuff,
Mhm.
which
Nice.
basically makes him look like there's a version of him that is just kind of enshrouding him in this reddish blue, but the arms of it are huge because he now has a reach of 10 feet.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use my monk powers to do monk things by running at my 45 feet of speed and dash and get on the train and just like do awesome parkour to get on train.
As you are doing this amazing display of athletics and acrobatics, I need you to roll me a D percentile.
Yeah,
Okay. In the middle of my jump, I roll a 63.
Lots of
Ooh.
60s today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. 6s and 9s.
Yeah.
Guess it's the theme.
Number,
That's
Nice.
what they say.
yeah, number
Mhm.
of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That sounded
I love that
disappointed.
reaction.
As you are running, it looks as if the fire is following you,
Mm.
and
I move very fast.
Mm.
it is completely drawn out, like somebody is pulling poison out of a wound or drawing venom out of a wound, and it coalesces into the shape of a person, with, noticeable legs and arms. You now have control of a fire elemental.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's alive.
Useful.
Love
Well,
it.
well.
Okay. Like the bag, am I in control of the elemental? Excellent. Yeah, Idovan turns,
Amazing.
like stops short as he's about to jump on the train and goes, "Oh, hi. Can you get on train? I'm very fast." And the fire elemental goes, "Yeah, I think I can. I'll do what I can."
Oh.
And then I think
buddy.
fire elementals can fly, so he'll just fly.
He does a little twirl in the air and
Mhm.
lands
Very
on-
fast, but then lands and goes, "Did that look cool?" "Oh, yes, it looked very cool. Absolutely."
The
All-
plane of fire must be bored today.
Really, it's been so busy.
Oh, God.
Okay, we have Tempest and Idovan on the train. Fancy Boy,
Yes.
Zan, and Sylvester.
I'm flying, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
you're just
I'm
gonna land.
just gonna fly and land. Yeah.
All right. Zan?
Is the bandit in question within sight, or are we just outside the train still, like standing on the outside?
You're still on the outside of the train.
Okay. Let's jump on. You
Go.
coming, Sylvester?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvester's a little distracted at the moment, but yeah.
How does Sylvester mount this train?
You had to phrase it like that, didn't you?
How does Sylvester straddle this train?
So yeah, no. Sylvester is just going to turn towards the train.
Oh.
He's distracted
Okay.
because like the fire was destroying the horrible oil painting likeness of him that was completely inaccurate.
Oh.
But then like partway
right.
through, all the fire pulled away into this. So he's just like so close.
Yeah.
And he just uses Misty Step to get on the train.
Well, as the five of you get on the train, you just you hear the sound of gunfire, and then an especially small halfling comes moseying on out.
Swear down.
A shock of gray hair, a very mole-like face, and a piece of the chrono compass hanging, not literally mole-like, just kind of
Molesque,
mole-esque.
molescent.
Molested.
Well, and a piece of the chrono compass around his neck. And he just says, "What in tarnation? Where do you come from?"
Well, that's a very
the-
long story.
The crone hole.
The chrono.
Oh,
Actually, it's a very
God.
short story.
Yeah.
Well, Well, skedaddle. This here is my train to rob over and over and over again.
What are you robbing?
You know, people's luggage, taking.
Do you need that many shirts?
Well, there's a good resale market. I own a consignment store.
Oh my god.
What?
Yes, but used clothing gets so little in their actual value. It seems like a lot of work for very little.
You know, I would debate you on this, but there's only about 10 minutes left in this game.
Okay, that is fair, and I would like to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
Yes.
quickly roll me an attack roll.
Sure. Idovan dashes forward, and his arms of the astral self are gonna
Yeah.
out. And I get to strike twice,
Mhm.
and that's a 12
Oh,
and a
man.
9 to hit.
The 9 does not. The 12, you suck. This poor person. You just clobber him.
Awesome. I do 9 force damage as
Nice.
my ass. I don't even get up to him. I get within 10 feet of him because the arms have reach, and then the arm goes just like right in the kisser.
Yeah, he's got a bloody nose. He's got a bloody nose now. Ow! Take it.
Ooh.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
goodness.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Incredible.
I'm sorry.
You
After-
should be
after the-
sorry. You give
Very
everybody
bad
back their
bandits.
shirts.
Okay, can I keep
Sorry,
some?
Sylvester, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, after the punch, after he watches this punch land, he looks at Zan and says, toggle the thing again, because I want to use another of my situational advantages to rewind time so that Edivon can punch him in the face again.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you. Yvonne, make me 2 attacks.
Yes.
For whatever reason, I think I'm going to use one of my situational advantages to know that Sylvester did that and have a
Yes.
moment to look back at Sylvester and go, "You are my new favorite person in the entire universe," and then turn back around and let's see if I roll better. It's a 17 to hit,
That's a hit.
and that is a 16 to hit.
That
That's
also
it.
hits. You
Awesome.
You.
That's 9 force damage and 7 force damage.
What does it look like when you basically make contact, and upon the second punch, there is
Sylvester, where should I hit him? I
How,
think I'm going to end this right now.
to borrow a phrase, how do you want to do it?
Sylvester, how do you want me to do this?
Don't worry, you all can have your chance too. We can do it again if anybody else
No,
wants.
No,
Oh
there's-
yeah, everybody
Ooh.
should take a turn.
yeah.
Oh, astral uppercut. Maybe that'll make him
Oh.
slightly taller.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. So second time in the first time in the kisser, and the second time,
Oh.
poof, up.
He is taller for a few seconds before falling back to the ground. As you are just
Before gravity claims him.
yes, a tempest. As time rewinds again, how do you want to do it?
Oh man.
No.
Idovan graciously steps out of the way, like,
Yeah, she says, I would like to do it. Are we trying to kill him? Is that?
Please stop hurting me.
Well, there is
Well, I mean,
one way to
we
make
got
it
the
stop in a
McMuffin,
very
so
I mean,
Final way.
I'd say we're taking our time, but that just feels like reaching at this point.
yeah. She's just gonna cast what's fun? What seems fun and ridiculous?
Yeah.
Fun.
What's fun?
What is
Um,
fun?
No, this is very fun and really a lot, but I'm gonna do it because it's very funny. So she goes, well, I think, as we all get closer to death, she says, just sort of like
Fun.
leaning over him and whispering sort of sweet nothings that you would say to a nice old lady as you were holding her hand on her deathbed. Life just seems to mean more, and you just embrace the finality of it all. And she's just gonna cast spiritual guardians and create just a blender of ravens around her.
It is.
There's so many.
There's so many.
So
Uh,
many.
As
Fancy boy, do you wanna go? Anything?
It's kind of like
Oh.
Batman. It just
yeah, like the swarm, like the,
Yeah.
again,
Same.
like, like
Awesome.
a funnel. There is as the ravens kind of disperse. There is just like
no.
it looks like somebody spilled a jar of pasta sauce on the wall.
Oh,
Ugh.
Uh, And
In nomine patri, like she's just
Zan, as you kind of start reversing time.
Fancy? Anything? Anything?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
maybe?
could get a little kick in, perhaps just
Okay.
a stomp.
Ow! That was. Yeah, he's reformed and fancy boy. You kind of just kick him.
Gross.
Yeah, the like secretary bird kick. I'm like, I like step on him.
That's not very
Just
rude and tooting
hopping.
of you.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Well, like stopping. I'm like, this is fun. I feel like maybe a bad person. Okay, I'm done.
I love it when you said I want to kick him. We all went, "Oh yeah, yeah," and then you mentioned Secretary Bird kick, and we all went,
Oh,
Snake.
yeah.
Yeah, like stomping. Yeah.
"Oh."
Sylvester.
Is the train still in motion during all this?
Oh yeah, the conductor's like,
Back and forth, apparently.
the conductor's like, I sure love attending this object.
I think Sylvester reaches into their pocket and starts spinning what looks like a baton, but slowly it grows into a full-size staff of the Magi, and he is just like twirling this thing around, and you can hear thunderclouds like in the distance just gathering because we're now moving towards them, so he's made this far easier, and casts lightning bolt.
Yeah.
As it hits the top of the train, because it's a big metal beast, and just starts seeking towards this poor soon-to-be charred halfling.
It is when Fancy Boy threw the handful of ash on his face, it's kind of like that, where it's just like
Yep. Sure.
and the
This is fun. I
ashes
mean,
of-
we should probably go, but this is delightful.
Yeah. Yeah.
as
Is this that therapy thing you were talking about?
No,
the-
no.
you
I think this
hear
is the definition of stop. He's already dead.
Okay.
the
But
tra-
it's okay. We can fix that. It's fine.
That's true.
you hear
But
last stop. We're going back to Marsha Crater, and as the train stops in Marsha Crater, you see with the two pieces of the chrono compass, it's no longer high noon, and everyone's just kind of shaking hands. We're like, hey, no hard feelings. So,
Boy.
Is the horse there?
yes, the horse is there by the crone hole.
Yeah. She's like, we gotta go see a man about a horse. Just indiscriminately, suddenly a country accent comes
Yeah, I
out,
love it.
right?
Love it.
Because we're just
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I mean, it's infectious, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the horse looks at the crone hole, looks at you, and just kind of goes,
Yeah. Fair enough.
Hey,
Thought this was gonna
Yes.
be something,
Yeah.
but
Let's go.
sure. Yeah.
you
Back to the Future, like visor.
you get the sense that this may be
We
important
don't need roads.
in a future game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I am holding this piece of the future and the
Yeah.
past and everything, and something tells me I should not punch this horse.
Nah, probably not.
So,
Mm.
just by the general vibe, this horse looks very no nonsense, despite its very nonsensical appearance.
I respect that,
It's
Well, why the long face?
and
Oh, okay. I pushed
Oh,
Edavon
that's
through.
fun.
Eternus rolls to seduce Clockwork Horse.
We have lovely babies.
All right. As you try to make that attempt, Eternus.
Oh yeah.
There is almost a reversal of polarity on the attempt, and you can see Eternus
Oh, no.
is now just kind of again that furtive glance, like oh,
Yeah.
oh my,
Oh my.
and a time horse goes,
Oh well,
and
you can't win them all, buddy.
and you are now back in Marsha Bay. No longer is it Marsha Crater.
Ah,
And
goodbye, Clorse.
And Alabaster Addington is there, hands extended. He's like, "You've got the chrono compass." Oh, sorry, I got the voice. You've got the chrono compass.
Yep, here, I got peace. Zan's got peace.
Yes, yes. One of my assistants will surely give you your pay.
That was really weird.
Yes,
I'm
is the
concerned.
did you see the time horse?
The Clorse? Yeah,
The
we saw the
Clorse.
Clorse.
The time
Is
horse.
that his name, Chloris? That's a very good name for a
For a
horse.
horse, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Jeez.
The
A
ti-
horse is a course, of course,
Of course.
You're uninvited to every Mercy Road from now on.
Let's talk to the horse, of course.
That's okay. You can make that
Prime
promise
horse
today.
girl
Okay.
energy.
As Alabaster holds the 2 pieces of the chrono compass, he says, "This is the best Sylvestival ever. There's only a few more pieces remaining, and we'll be able to heal time."
That sounds very epic.
That sounds like someone else's problem.
Yes. This
Where's that
That's
assistant
right.
with our gold?
Yep,
Yeah.
Where indeed? Well, guys, it was great meeting you.
Yeah.
And
You too.
The Tempest uses her one of her situational advantages to
Yeah.
say,
Just bite.
and as we pull out from the cask half empty, Sylvestival is still going on, and Schnauzer has donated $100.
Aw,
Thank you,
Schnauzer.
Schnauzer.
So nice.
So generous, thank you.
Thank you, Schnauzer.
Schnauzer, you're a real one.
And Alabaster Addington says, "Soon there'll be time for everything." But what does that mean? I don't know. I just made it up. But maybe we'll find out in one of our next games, because don't you move. We have got more D&D going on for another 23 hours-ish.
Wow.
Thank you to all of our lovely guests. 21? My
Math.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
21.
There's
Hey.
math left.
Hey, I can count to 20, and that's it.
That's all you need to do to play
That's all you
D&D.
need.
Right.
But we've got
Right.
an amazing team. But before we say goodbye to our friends, why don't we hear what they got? We'll start with Urban Bohemian. Who are you? Where can we find you?
You can pretty much find me here in this box. I'm not
Oh.
leaving. Whoever is coming in the next game is gonna have they're just gonna have to speak really loud
Mm.
through my Zoom window.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
But no, I am on Twitch, Urban Bohemian. Pretty much urbanbohemian.com is the best way to figure out where I am, because like Lauren, I can't be bothered to remember all the things. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning, way too early. I will definitely be popping into more games, and I think I'm gonna have to pop in before my stream just to see how tired Sauce looks tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's going to be
Um,
like, where am I?
when am
And
I?
What
Thank
am
you
I?
so much,
Ooh.
everybody. Y'all have been
Yeah.
awesome.
Y'all are no. Yanyo Vargas, who are you?
Hi,
Where
everybody.
can we find
Yeah.
you?
I'm okay. You can find me most places on the internet at DM Jazzy Hands. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays over at my channel on Twitch. And, other places to be determined. Thanks, everybody. This is a blast.
It's a blast. Holly Conrad, who are you? Where can we find you?
Yay, hello. Yeah, I'm Holly. Bird Holly on Twitch. I stream actually this weekend. I'm doing my Blackstaff game tomorrow, so it'll be fun.
Wow.
I'm DMing. I've been DMing, which is exciting. I love
It's
my
okay.
friends.
DMing's
right?
okay.
No, it's fun. I
Yeah.
like it.
And she's very good at it.
She's
No.
really good at it.
No. I learned from Chris Perkins, so
Oh.
mostly I'm just good at being scary sometimes.
I mean, that's DMing.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
But anyway, that's me. I'm around. I have lots of animals. I've been muting myself because my chicken has been complaining
He's been-
this whole time. So
I love it.
yeah. All right. Hooray. And thank you,
Hooray.
Sauce, for doing this.
Oh.
You're so strong. You're so strong.
You're so strong.
You're so strong.
You make it sound like I'm dying.
This was a game about death and
There's
rebirth.
a reason this is
Truly.
the last Mercy Road. I'm just saying, like,
Lauren Urban, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You can find me at lauren-urban.com. But what's more important is all the people here in chat. Thank you so much
Thank you so
for helping and cheering us on. I know a lot of people were dropping a lot of big numbers and doing some awesome things for this charity. But not everybody has cash on hand. Don't feel bad. People are in different situations. And if you are here helping cheer on Sauce for the next however many hours, math, if you tell other people about what is going on so that other people can donate, you
Yeah.
are just as important as the people who can drop money. So
Yeah.
thank you to everybody that is here. And thank you to all the wonderful people I get to play with. You're the reason why I was happy to get up early on a Saturday morning.
I really appreciate it. And last but not least, Anne Richmond. AKA.
Guys, this was such a blast. Thank you so much for supporting us in chat and for supporting Child's Play. It's really a cause that's near and dear, I think, to all of us. And you can find me on Twitter or really anywhere as either at Hearthsinger or at Anne Richmond. I am. You can listen to my dulcet tones on the Lost Mountain Saga, which is a Nordic horror podcast that uses the Vaesen RPG system from Free League, and they just released a campaign based on it that you can play at home. So go check that out at your friendly local game store and come listen to us be scared and be scary.
Oh, those are two of my favorite things. And thanks to y'all, we have raised $1,265 already. Wow.
Yes.
Good job, everybody. But fun's not over yet, so don't go nowhere. To all of y'all in chat, to all of y'all in Zoom, thank you so much. This has been a blast. We'll be back soon with a new set of friends to terrorize. But until then, don't go nowhere. Everyone wave. Oh, bye. Bye. Oh, they can still hear us. Don't say anything terrible. Oh, no.